I really missed a lot of the nuance in how Kai plays as they were talking about it after the fact, in terms of like
Mhm.
the actual like minutia of like making certain decisions and maneuvers, uh, in sort of the post commentary, which I wish I could have gotten to do a little bit more of that after the fact, just because it was cool to hear about how each of the different decisions were actually breaking down there.
It is. It definitely is. I guess it's just even for pretty much anyone who'll be like watching, it's
Hmm.
definitely a much different experience to being there and playing. There's a lot of things that you'll understand once you're
Actually
actually
piloting,
mhm,
yeah.
that you can't really get from a spectator experience.
Hmm. Markoto looking out to a strong tempo start here though with
Mhm.
all the
He
early
is
level ups he
down.
could want, as well as
Yeah.
just full horse cricket.
hmm he lost turn one, but it's probably fine because he's super likely to win these turns now.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Which will let Kai get snail value next turn. Like it's
Hmm.
pretty much guaranteed. Uh, or maybe not guaranteed, but it's very likely they'll win this
Very
fight.
likely.
But ideally, he would draw. Actually,
Yeah,
he
I
would
don't.
prefer to not win. But yeah, no, not gonna happen. But that's fine. As long as you don't lose a life turn one, you're pretty much happy with the way that
Yeah,
it's gone. Takes
I
cricket by command first.
I think
Hit
he
the
might be
sheep, which
taking
is
these next couple of turns too with the double sheep and spider draw there. Like,
yeah, that's actually
I don't think.
crazy. You can probably hold on to the spider for max tempo, and yeah, he
Yeah,
unfreezes Apple
because now he
so
wants
that
to
he
go
can
look
look
for
for
the
filling
pill.
out.
Hmm.
Mhm.
That's a crazy strong opener. Now
Yeah, I
the
love
question.
run.
And now the question is does Kai actually hit the snail here to help him?
Mm.
Because I feel like that's going to keep him potentially in the game and stem the bleeding if he doesn't get a super strong board and immediate response to this. Yeah, this is
Yeah,
huge tempo.
it's borderline impossible for him to win any of these fights. So his best answer is going to be to lose them while also getting long-term value, and snail is the
Yeah.
best way to do that. Like so is swan, so is potentially worm and like rabbit starts because you have those pigeons.
Probably the fastest
But yeah,
way,
like playing to win will not work.
probably like one of the fastest ways to stabilize is just get any unit large enough. Like probably Peacock is the easiest to manage that with, and getting it a garlic
Mhm.
on turn 5, correct? Or double
Yeah,
dolphin,
for
yeah.
sure.
No, that's true too.
He's also pretty well placed to do that because he early rabbit. He can just
Oh,
start scaling it with the pigeon stats and then also get some snails, and eventually he'll just get a lot of HP because the good thing about rabbit into summon boards is just that you don't need the attack. Everything's so low HP that you only really care about your own HP stat.
hmm,
So having rabbit here is basically perfect.
yeah.
Mm.
Luke, I think the rabbit is actually fine here. I don't think he's going to be able to immediately hold off on this unless he hit like incredibly well. So having pigeon with the rabbit on deck means that once he finds that buff target, he can immediately get some momentum on it. So I think it doesn't solve it right now, but I think it's probably sets him up the best out of the options that he could have hit, unless he did just hit dolphin. I do think dolphin does help significantly here. But even if he had dolphin with the second horse on here, he's still getting extra 2 attack on everything. Kodo is about to absolutely run away with the game, I think. Probably. Probably the early double sheep and just strong summon tempo.
Mm.
But there's a chance if Kai hits a good enough buff target here and is able to get enough stats onto it that he'll be
Yeah,
able to
the
stabilize.
rabbit the rabbit itself can actually just be the good enough buff target. Probably not now because it has the meat bone, and you probably need your buff target to have garlic.
Hmm.
He could also consider buffing the ant even just because it has a good start point. But yeah, he would
Yeah.
much rather find a buff target
Oh,
that works. Oh,
right.
we took a hedgehog. I wonder if he thinks I can
Hedgehog.
get there.
Hedgehog
It's
was
optimistic.
doing pretty decent there.
It's a
I
cool
mean,
idea though.
if he had a second one on board, that would have easily done it, right?
It would have.
And Makoto gets his own rabbit as well. Fantastic. Also,
Markoto's playing pretty smart because I think he's starting to recognize he's not gonna be able to keep it
get
up winning
lethal
these
and
fights,
kill.
like,
Yeah.
this is a good board, but it isn't like Kai has a lot of space to stabilize against
Yeah.
it, and so he's trying to keep his tempo up while, also giving him a little bit of an out and long-term commit,
Hmm.
which, he's doing in the form of this rabbit, and he might even scale the horse. I wouldn't be too
Yeah.
surprised if he takes garlic on it even.
Hmm. Essentially, the board is good enough to be able to give him a lot of early wins, but not good enough to
Mhm.
carry him through to the end, or carry him through to lethal, anyways.
Mm,
I do think he might have misplayed slightly the positioning last turn too. I meant to bring that up earlier, but he had the front line spider, and in the event that he did hit a sheep, that would have been
a
pretty
sheep.
painful to lose
True.
one of the summons there.
Takes a giraffe. Yeah, okay.
Okay, he was just
Koto's
going
actually
all in.
fully yeah, he's fully playing for his long term. He has a lot of triples he's going for now, which is really
Yeah.
good.
I'm surprised
If
he
he
didn't
hits
save
level 2
that
rabbit with
salad.
this, he just has so many lives, like, the tempo he committed to up to now, and he even still draws, which is really good because I'd actually argue his long term is just better now.
Yeah. No, I think
Um,
so too.
yeah, the tempo that he committed to and the lives that he has are now resources you can use to scale, which is
Hmm.
really, really good.
Does he ever go for
He
the
wants a lot
flamingo
of
here?
No, I don't think it's worth it to take, realistically, you would just take foods at this point, or you can even consider just freeze rolling like he's thinking about doing because you care so much about your triples.
Hmm.
Because when you have, 3 different triples that you could hit that would get you a turn 7 level,
Right.
rolling becomes really, really good because,
Hmm.
you have 3 different hits that would work,
Hmm.
and him rolling hit 2 of them, which is, an anecdote, but still.
No, 100%. What
Now his
are
long term is really good.
what are the strongest tier fives that you could hit here to continue to maintain momentum? Assuming,
Turkey probably would be
yeah,
ridiculous with Sheep 2, obviously, and then also just Turkey 2 is actually, in a spot like this, quite good with Rabbit because you haven't really committed any stats to Rabbit yet, and you're just playing for level 2,
yeah,
and what Turkey lets you do is it lets you pivot in a bunch of units that are good to scale with Rabbit, like Rhino
hmm,
or something like that, and then, you can just start spamming, like, Sushi's late game, and Rabbit is if you think about it, like, level 2 Rabbit is doing roughly the same as Cat when you're spamming spread foods like Sushi.
right.
Oh, sorry, I'll pin a comment with who's on commentary real quick.
Yeah, no, I think you're right that Turkey is probably the best thing that you could hit here. Gives him a lot of tempo in battle and gives him a lot of ability to smoothly pivot out. I wasn't sure if there's anything else
Sure.
that could also be quite strong here. Oh, barely losing that fight.
Monkey just would be, I think it's, like,
Oh,
very
yeah,
fast
yeah,
scaling as a cat as well.
yeah.
As well as Seal, funnily enough.
I
He
was
doesn't have the best build targets for it yet, but with Rabbit, it's always gonna be, like, okay, at least.
I was wondering about Seal. That being said, you ever go the rooster here? He's got two roosters
Yeah.
potentially, but the shark is probably just better. Almost never take the
The
armadillo
Shark is
here.
better for sure,
Yeah,
but I'm a fan of taking a Rooster here because it's
yeah,
gonna be great tempo with Horse, and then it's a super, distinct buff target.
yeah.
I think he's going to buy Shark and then Pill, actually. This is really
Hmm.
nice.
And
'Cause now
he's
he has 1 ram he can sell to get back to 3 gold, and then, yeah,
mhm.
end on the rooster like this.
And the advantage of
3
dropping the
gold
pill
rooster.
there is instead of getting 2 gold, he spends 1 gold to get 4 gold. So he's just slight action economy there,
Not
right?
just that, he also gets 2/2 and scaling
Oh,
on his shark.
you're right. I forgot about the shark entirely too at the back that he just
Yeah,
bought. That's really good.
yeah. Actually, a lot of summons and, like yeah, actually, I didn't even talk about shark, but that would've been a really good thing to get in this spot just
Yeah,
because
yeah.
pills often lead to gaining money when you have summons because you
Hmm.
can sell the thing that they summoned, so they're
Yeah.
extra good and extra efficient. It's like buying pair for very, very cheap
Hmm.
in a spot like this. Ooh, his guy hits a rhino. Is gonna tear. He might still get
Oh
there. Yeah,
my
he does.
god.
He's
Yeah,
still
that
not
was
dying.
sick.
Now, they both have solid long term. They both have a level 1 rabbit.
Does he
Uh,
ever pick up this
Koto's
skunk here?
shark is. Hmm, shark. Skunk is interesting. I doubt he wants to. Like, it's
Yeah.
more. He's probably questioning whether or not he needs to.
Yeah.
to like go long term because I think he would much rather be rolling for pairs on shark. He'd rather be rolling for melons and stuff, but he does decide that
Yeah.
it would be necessary and winning fights would be super valuable. So
But I
this
don't
is
think
his choice.
his well, actually his rooster almost certainly doesn't 2-for-1 the front line, and it didn't last turn either because of the hedgehog doing just enough damage with the death rattle.
Yeah. Ooh, nice. He sells horse for this. I like taking parrot
That's
here.
yeah.
Super.
It goes really well with almost any unit that you'd want to put onto this board, so it gives him good
Yeah.
ability to pivot. Quite nice.
Now the gets a little tough working out how you're meant to, uh, or how much you care about these fights
Hmm.
because weirdly, parrot shark is actually a pretty good long term setup, especially with the rabbit.
Hmm.
You'll eventually just get them both to level 2, and then you can scale them with rabbit. You can just let them get to they'll get to like 30, 30, 30 and fight or something like that.
Hmm.
And that will be, or at least he thinks, good enough. So the
Yeah.
question then is, how many lives do you need to get away with it and
Right.
get there? And can you afford to lose these fights? And
And he doesn't need
yeah,
to make that trade
winning this is huge.
anyways.
Yeah, true.
Oh,
And he hits the rabbit anyway, which is perfect.
does he take the seal of it too? No, the hmm,
I don't think it's worth
I
it
don't think so
because if you think
either.
about it, the shark and the parrot are going to get so big that there's not really a
Yeah,
need for them to get any more attack, and everything has enough health at this point anyway.
that
And yeah,
snake's
health is a
just
much bigger priority into that right now.
that snake is just 10 damage though. It's a skunk better than just 10 guaranteed damage. Potentially more if he doesn't do anything with that camel.
Good question. It's actually interesting. The having 3 cans is such a big deal, I think, for how you would make this decision is how much do you value the unit in front of Snake and like how much you're gonna give it.
Hmm.
And it depends where your rabbit stats are gonna go if you're gonna buy a lot of spread foods and stuff. Oh,
Right.
this is a nice line because it's yeah,
Mm,
the hardest part about this is always gonna be working out how to fit it on the board while also being able to actually improve your board fast enough. And this is a
right.
good way by getting some shark scaling in between and then focusing on scaling
Yeah.
either the rabbit or the skunk, depending on where your spread foods go, where your pairs go.
Hmm.
And that'll lead to you getting a lot of value out of Snake anyway.
Right.
And now he just has a lot to roll for,
Yeah. You can get any decent
which is
spreads
great.
food. It's going to represent a lot of HP on the board. Snake gets exponentially better with more HP.
Yeah,
And
for sure.
any levels are just fantastic here. So he's giving himself a lot of potential outs for what would be just a good hit.
And still drawing.
That
And yeah,
is
and the
insane.
thing is, there's like an argument the his board is kind of overwhelming.
Hmm.
He has so much that he kind of needs. He needs scaling levels on pretty much everything except for the rabbit,
Yeah.
and then more scaling and like melons, foods, everything.
Yeah.
But he does have 5 lives, and the benefit of him being so heavily into tempo early is that he has
The time
a
to
lot of
spend on
time
it.
to find what he needs. And he even has a mammoth
Oh,
bill, which with level 1 shark is 10/10
yeah.
for 4 gold. It's pretty great. Problem
That
is
is
figuring what to sell
insane.
for it is a little difficult, but we'll get to that when we get to it.
This was such a seal seed. It could have been.
He did see 2 seals, but
he
yeah, they
he
weren't
saw
takeable.
he saw two seals at the same time, but it was in that awkward position of like he already has the parrot shark line, which are going to scale themselves, so he didn't have any like clear buff
Mhm.
targets. And he
He
he did
also
skip seals
has
earlier, yes, 100%.
yeah, he also has skunk,
Yeah.
which is kind of an anti-synergy because they both are about being able to kill things with high HP,
Hmm.
basically.
Yeah.
And if you already have a skunk, there is a very fair argument that you don't need to have um, a seal in addition to it.
Hmm.
And the same is kind of true with the parrot and the parrot shark. Well, that's level 2 now, wow. And he doesn't get
Yeah.
there with the shark size. And you see how he isn't actually like necessarily really ahead.
Yeah.
He's still missing levels, but he has so many lives and so many agency. His late game potential
Is,
is far higher than Kai's, even though Kai just kind of has a big rhino.
is it ever
There is a
sell
reverse to it. Just scam it.
is it ever sell rabbit here into mammoth pill and then get the fly in just as an extra body for the
I
snake
think
again? Even though it
so.
isn't a
Fly
mammoth. Or not into mammoth, into rhino. I guess into rhino it's really bad here.
Yeah, that was the
I'm
problem
not
with Fly, I would
bad.
say.
I'm just
But he
drawn
does
that
go for it
way.
anyway. This is interesting. He's trying to pivot into a pretty into like Snake Tiger, like the whole archetype in full basically. And he's gonna take Mushroom on Snake to
Right.
make use of a cute mechanic
It just coming
with
back and
Snake.
being able to continue using it.
This is this is interesting. He's definitely valuing it highly going into this line versus what he had before,
Oh, I
which
know.
is kind of saying that he doesn't think that was good enough,
Yeah.
which is it's interesting. I don't know if I'd agree. Uh,
I think it
it's just
was
something you'd have to see.
I think it was probably just too heavy on actually hitting the experience on too many different pets. I
Yeah,
think
it
you're right
was.
that that was doing too many different things. And
Mhm.
while it's fine in terms of figuring out like, oh, this is a good enough way of using my gold, it's not fine in terms of actually like
Ugh.
winning the rounds in that
Oh, it does
case.
die. He
Oh, he
gets there.
wins?
Wow.
He wins
Flying summon
that?
there was huge. Yeah, wow.
Where I was lazy. Sorry. Let me see if I can pull the image for it from somewhere. Probably have it somewhere. But right now we are watching from Markoto's perspective.
Yeah, until then, everyone Markoto's playing on this blue ocean background. Kai's playing in the autumn background. Kai always plays in autumn. So now he has level 2 fly. Also level 2. Okay, you just hit level 2 everything. So he's even considering going for level 3 skunk, which makes so much sense because usually level 3s are quite a big commitment, but
Mm-hmm.
here you are kind of guaranteeing your safety from the rhino until unless Kai stats something else so that the rhino isn't being the one being hit by skunk, which is
Right.
probably Kai's out at this point, is being able to make the rhino still be uh the unit that carries him, which he can't do while it's being skunked. So he needs to put some stats into the uh rabbit to get it over 25 health, and then his rhino will be able to probably actually just continue sweeping and
Mm-hmm.
continue beating Markoto's board, especially if it gets like a tiger behind it. But then the tiger also requires scaling. So while Snake can be kind of weird and sometimes bad into Rhino, this is a case where they will have a weird interaction with each other. There's also the fact that the
Goodbye, team.
breakpoints with Rhino matter a lot because think about it. Imagine if there wasn't a tiger there and Rhino just hit once into the snake and never killed it. You wouldn't chain and kill everything else on their team.
Yeah.
The breakpoints that you'll have to deal with now, and now Makoto's going to get level 2 snake, which gets to 13 HP, which then lives level 2 Rhino plus the tiger boost. So then this flips it back on him. Although it's still gonna be really hard for him to win. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The different breakpoints that both players
Oh,
have to
it's
play
prob
around are pretty scary.
is it ever cat here? Because like he
Mm.
has invested in the shark, but like realistically, he just needs to get enough stats onto his front unit here to survive the rhino, right? Because the shark never
Yeah,
gets
it's
to do
tough to
anything
know if that's
otherwise.
possible. With Kai not really committing to scaling elsewhere just yet, I think your best out for the Rhino, or best way of dealing with it, is gonna be making use of your level 2 Skunk, because that brings it down low HP.
Mm-hmm.
And then using stake or finding stake to put on skunk so
Yeah.
that you then one shot it through melon, and
But
that way you don't let it run away with the game. And I think his, or at least I think trying to scale with cat doesn't exactly fit that because there's always that melon there that's
yeah.
gonna be a problem.
On
Even if
the
you,
on the last match, he only killed the skunk there, and it cascaded to the entire rest of the team, though. Correct?
mhm. But now
Yeah.
that hopefully shouldn't happen as hard. Like,
Okay.
see,
Okay.
it
Yeah.
just
Yeah. Yeah.
lived
You're right. You're
because
right.
it hit my breakpoint, and now there is a boar, but no, the snipes are too big, and
Just not
yeah.
enough. Yeah. Huge.
This absolutely isn't over by any means. Kai just bought a level 2 boar. That's
Mm-hmm.
interesting. And yeah, the problem is Kai is always gonna have there's always gonna be a lot of variance in how that fight could go.
Mm-hmm.
That probably could have just been Kai's win if the snake didn't snipe the rhino there
Right.
at the start of the fight. It's so volatile what can happen.
Mm-hmm.
And he has a
The
armadillo frozen,
armad
thinking he
yeah.
might be able to get away with it. I think it would
I
just
don't
lose,
I don't even
to be
think
completely
it's
honest,
I don't even know if
but
it's a
I'm not sure.
matter I don't even know if it's a matter of getting away with it so much as like he just needs the extra HP and that's like the fastest way to get it, even
Yeah.
if it's a bad way to get it. That being said, I could also see Kai just swapping the tiger to the boar here because it's already a level 2 boar
Mm.
and potentially just
Or benefits
bulldozing.
a lot. Yeah.
Yeah.
The main problem with armadillo here, for sure, is the armadillo or boar benefits a huge amount from armadillo,
Hmm.
getting all the HP.
Oh,
That
100%.
allows it to
Yeah.
set up multiple triggers and then sweep
Yeah.
teams. And this is a team that it sweeps really well.
Yeah.
But when he
It's
finds Melon, that's good.
a really desperate but a really bad solution that
Yeah.
could, but I don't think it would worth it either for the exact reason you described.
Mm.
I think a separate skunk is
And
just good enough.
yeah,
He was offered a couple of them, and he obviously wanted
yeah, I
something
agree.
better than that, but I
Uh,
don't necessarily know what the fix is here other than maybe like I don't even know what I'd be looking for in Markoto shoes.
Fair. The melon on front is was a good consistency answer
Hmm.
for him, just because he didn't need the snipe anymore to get that kill, and he finds it
Yeah,
nice.
worked out.
Uh, yeah, I think there was possibly game plans on ways that Kai could have still won that game just by switching the skunk target, but it depends what he was given access to throughout the game and stuff like that. Let's switch to Kai's POV for this game,
Yep.
for game 2. As yeah, good start by Markoto.
As soon as I figure out how to use Discord, here we go. Markoto's so cool. We heart him.
Yeah.
Simp. uh,
I know he was practicing just before, so he wants to make sure
mhm,
that he at least puts on a good show, even if he doesn't necessarily win.
mhm.
Kai wants to skip this, which makes sense because you have
Yeah.
two things you'd much rather hit, and it's generally bad practice to be a three
Splitting.
pair team
Yeah.
on turn 2. Like you don't want to have 3 different failed triples. You'd much rather even just have one
Yeah.
successful triple going into the next turn.
Because the level
And
ups
playing
actually
core
give
makes
you
sense.
a game plan to run around instead. And
Mhm.
especially a
And they also
level up
give you
on Duck is
board
so
space.
good. Oh, that too.
Yeah. Yeah, because you don't like, getting to combine them and even, like, with Duck, getting rid of them
Hmm.
is a big deal
Yeah.
because it just lets you buy more things and,
I pro
stops you from falling behind. I don't know if Kai's stream just froze for me
Yeah,
or if
it
that was
froze for me as well. All I saw was
no.
a good boy with 4832 sitting on the front of the board, running
Just random
70 at a
intro.
time.
I guess we maybe just switch back to Markoto,
Yeah,
for now, and we'll see. Hopefully, Kai's stream gets a bit better in a
sounds
second.
good. I'm curious if it was just a draw. It looks like it was just a draw as both players are at 6 hearts still.
Yep. And the board states, I think they get that too. Yeah, they do.
Mhm.
They just traded each other. Oh, Markoto just takes this immediately. Okay, that's really interesting.
Yeah, because
I think it makes
normally.
sense because the reason that he wanted to do this was because he knew he was gonna buy 2 tier 3s,
Mhm.
which are 6 gold total, and then he did have this one hedgehog here.
Got
And
you. Okay,
the
so he
reason
did
it's
have a
just
level
is
2.
really nice. It just ends on the perfect amount of gold,
Yeah,
which,
because
yeah, can sometimes be worth more than rolling for, just a little bit of a better unit.
mhm. Because normally what you'd want to do in that position is roll to get a decent level 2 to put stats, or tier 2 to put stats onto with the Duck as well.
Mhm.
But he already had a
Yeah,
good enough level, a tier 2.
tier 2. Yeah.
Makes sense,
He
makes
also has
sense.
a very bad tempo start with this,
Hmm.
but the long-term applications of Dodo Giraffe are
Entirely
always
worth
gonna be
it.
really good.
Yeah.
He can also probably just hold onto this pig and
Hmm.
then sell it on turn 5 onwards, and that gives him good chances to hit Dodo level 2.
Yeah.
And Dodo level 2 is, really, really strong and important for
Having a
winning, and
long-term
especially
plan.
into that dog. Yeah, just
Hmm.
playing to
Oh yeah, he's got dog already.
basically, yeah, throwing fights in a sense
Is it ever
to set
worth?
your long term up.
Is it worth meat boning the giraffe here? He doesn't really have any
Freeze.
triples he could run for other than the. You get half of the
It's a
edge
fair idea.
or snail triple potentially, but I don't know if it wins him the fight
I find
either.
it yeah, I find it interesting to freeze roll it because I think if there was anything I would be fine just ending on, it would be like an in the food shop at least, it would be an apple,
Hmm.
just for that little bit of extra scaling on Dodo because at least I'm pessimistic. I don't think this fight's winnable, but I
Yeah.
might be wrong. Um, we just find a snail triple.
Mm,
Pig cell.
yeah.
So
I'm
that
not
gets an
sure.
extra some extra HP on your units. I think I would have
Yeah.
just preferred selling hedgehog and then not having to do that
Yeah,
in
but
the
he didn't
first
have the
place.
money for it initially. I
Yeah.
probably would have sold
The
the
only
hedgehog at first there because he's not part of the long-term plan, I imagine. And so
yeah,
getting the extra
his
stats and
only
everything's better.
value his only value at this point is tempo, and I think it's
Hmm.
pretty set in stone that you'll just not win this fight. Although
Yeah.
I might be wrong. I might be not seeing something. We'll have to see
Yeah. And even
what
tempo
ends up
wise,
happening. But
even tempo
no.
wise, he didn't really pull through the previous match.
Exactly. And like obviously it'll come down to different players' interpretations of how they think a fight will go.
Hmm.
Like a player will sometimes maybe do something because they think they'll win and then they won't. And
Hmm.
it's whether or not their observation of them thinking, "Can I win this or not?" Was that a reasonable thing to think?
Hmm. 100%.
Was it reasonable for him to think that the tempo value he get from the hedgehog could be relevant? Uh,
Cody,
I'm not sure.
we're trying to do a
I'm not too
serious
sure.
commentary here. We don't need none of this meat bone is
No,
not
man.
snail maxing. I do like pulling
Uh,
in the turtle to pill onto the dodo since you do want to try and
I
apply
do
more
too.
attack onto it. So it makes it more sensible to have be attack heavy while still being able to potentially 2 for 1,
Mhm.
which is quite
He also
nice.
doesn't really have a good target for Melon otherwise. A lot of the time when
Hmm.
you run Dodo, you want Melon on your Dodo target because it just allows you to swing twice with a large attack stat, which is a
Yeah,
big deal. Like if you
yeah.
have like a 22, a 20 attack, 2 health pet, you'd much rather that have a Melon because it can get 2 swings. But in this case, there isn't something that you're really happy about keeping and thus giving Melon.
Oh,
He
don't
is
front
considering
it.
breaking his Melon. I'm
No.
not sure. So this is still fair just because of the fact that he thinks he probably needs this damage to go here.
Hmm.
He
And
thinks
he,
it might actually end up sweeping through.
yeah,
He like
this might kill everything other than the
becomes
dog,
oh, there's a
which was
badger.
correct.
Nice play. Yeah.
Beautiful.
It's good to not overcommit to the thought process that you had just gone with. This melon is
Yeah,
still valuable. That doesn't
yeah.
mean yeah, just
Honest,
because
honestly,
he bought melon doesn't mean he needs to front it.
garlic is probably still stronger than melon at this stage in the game, so overvaluing it,
Yeah.
yeah, makes sense. Oh, because
But
soft pops hedgehog
at this
anyways.
point, he is still fine. He's still like he doesn't need
Yeah.
to play for tempo really.
Hmm.
Although this is like obviously fine. He just doesn't need to play in a way that hmm, that I guess follows the rules of what his board kind of says should be happening.
Hmm.
It's a little difficult to explain, I suppose.
I
No,
totally understand.
I see. So now it's pretty difficult for Kai to play with this Badger. He probably needs to stat it a little bit. We'll have to see.
Right. I mean, it doesn't take.
As we let me check actually if Kai's perspective is fine again. His perspective is fine again, so we'll try next game to see
Okay.
if we can watch him.
I mean, all he needs on his back badger there is just one more stack, because
Mhm.
barring,
At least
uh,
judging by what he thought Markoto had last turn,
yeah,
because Markoto actually doesn't have enough damage anymore
yeah.
to kill it.
Markoto only had enough damage last turn because he had double hedgehog
Hedgehog,
separate.
exactly.
So he'd need to get a hedgehog level, or he'd alternatively need a dolphin, which,
Mhm.
eh,
But he made Kai play around that,
mm,
right? Like now Kai,
yeah.
I guess bought some snails and then and then put his badger front, and like it didn't necessarily cost him the fight
Is
to do that, like, but you know, it's still
is
important consideration.
is it ever sealed here? Because he wants to get more attack onto the dodo anyways. This gives him an
Yeah,
excuse to
really
just
good
throw
question.
food.
This syrup is pretty tough,
Yeah,
and I could definitely just see the argument that you're meant to just take Scorpion because
he's got a dog.
it's a safe option, and yeah,
Mm.
like you can potentially run into the dog. I could see the seal argument too. because the dodo is pretty small right now,
Right.
actually. Like, or at least it could be
Mm,
bigger. He decides to go with the scorpion, which I think makes
yeah.
sense because you also have,
I think it's more
snail on the
consistent,
board.
but I could
Yeah,
definitely
you have
see seal being
also have
good.
snail on the board. Mhm. Now, if there's also probably an argument to, like, full skip that tier up, but he didn't
Hmm.
go for it, which I think was probably correct.
Yeah.
Now he's thinking, "Do I want to keep my snail on the board in case I lose next fight?" Which is, I wouldn't say entirely likely,
Hmm.
although Kai could do a big pivot turn. He could have, like, deer, he could have whale, he could have parrot, and stuff like that,
Right.
to circle around his dog. So Markoto does probably want to keep his snail around just to check, because if he does lose, the extra value he'll get from this health is pretty big. But his
Yeah.
board is pretty clunky right now. Not really by fault of his own. It's just
Yeah.
something he has to work out
Because he wants to
as
finish
the game
the
goes on.
tier up on the hedgehog. The giraffe is too valuable at this point in terms of actually being the only thing keeping the dodo
Oh
becoming
my
better.
god.
That boy is thick.
Yeah, it is.
Okay,
It's
but
tough
having
that he can't really predict anything in that regard. He can't really
right,
find a way to get his scorpion to hit that uh dog. It would have been fantastic if it could have.
yeah.
But yeah, now he's gonna try this idea with Scorpion fourth.
I
Now
think
you'd
the
think
scorpion tier is still bad, honestly, because like in that fourth position, the hedgehog isn't big enough to actually trade with the shark. So I don't think there's
sure.
ever a way the scorpion gets him there.
What you can actually do probably is move the hedgehog further forward and make use of its HP stat, and then move the snail to the back because the
Hmm.
snail is giving 2 HP to the scorpion, which means it will live the hedgehog attack or the hedgehog's death effect.
Right.
So you can get a little more value out of the HP of your hedgehog and maybe kill the dog without using the scorpion, and then
Hmm.
use the scorpion to kill the shark. At least that's probably your win condition for this fight, would be
Right.
going front hedgehog, back snail, and then keep the board the same otherwise.
Yeah.
But that's
And
very difficult to spot. We'll just have
yeah.
to see.
And I'm not. It would have to be mid hedgehog though, right? Because the peacock, or not the peacock, the dodo was only able to really trade through because of the melon. So the melon is actually critical here at this point,
True, that's a good point.
but only if it doesn't go into like a 2-2.
Yeah.
Well,
The other thing
hello
is
2-2.
that dog's a lot smaller now. It's just dead. Yeah.
Oh, hey, look at that. Right.
The pivot turn is always going to have a much bigger dog than the non-pivot turn.
Mm-hmm.
As we have armadillo scorpion, I wonder. Oh, I skipped it. That's so boring. Okay. I think it was a worth thing to think about actually with the armadillo. It's like pretty strong.
I would also say it's a worth thing to think about. I would also be immediately throwing the match.
Damn it.
uh, does he ever just sell the hedgehog here to get the extra stats into the giraffe? The turkey stats onto it?
Yeah, that's something we was thinking about. You also might be thinking about selling
Yeah.
scorpion maybe.
I think. Oh, he doesn't
Oh,
take
you
any of
it's okay.
those. Okay,
I
well,
think he's
this
valuing
immediately. Yeah.
the cheaper tier up, basically.
Yeah.
Now he's thinking whether he wants stats on this hedgehog, which I think the hedgehog is probably one of the first things that goes.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty much everything goes at the moment except for your dodo.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, dragon, interesting. I don't think it's good. I think the boar is actually really good because the boar can build up off of the summons that stat the shark and then kill something.
Yeah.
It's like a
I think.
nuke
I think
that
Boar is.
slowly builds up.
I think Boar is probably better here as well for the exact same reason. It counters his existing board quite nicely, but I could definitely see
Nice.
the excitement for getting a dragon in there because it gets just
For
more
sure.
permanent stats onto the dodo. It encouraged you to go for a nice long-term play like a rooster or like a
Double sell
um
for rooster and unfreeze. This is super interesting. I
this is
get this.
cool.
I think this has good odds to win, like more so comparatively to what he had before.
Hmm.
We'll just have to see. Does this board get anywhere? It doesn't get there. Oh, and you died to that. Oh no,
That was
that was
shockingly
tough.
close given that that was probably the worst case scenario in terms of just chili spam.
But that was like a total blindside for Makoto. Like, there's no way for him to predict that.
Hmm.
He would have needed to somehow get 10 health on his rooster, which isn't possible.
Yeah.
And so as a result, losing that fight, and yeah, it's pretty tough to uh cope with that.
Now, does he buff the boar or the
So
rooster
now
here?
there's actually, I think I like buffing boar. I think there's a good
Hmm.
chance you would buy a garlic if you saw it on this
Hmm.
one, on this boar, because you can most likely get through any like, you just need to try and play in a way that gets the boar through the front line,
Hmm.
concisely,
I can see him just
because if
smacking
you
in
can
the.
use the dog again, it's huge.
I can see him just smacking in the backline Scorpion here in order to just try to guarantee at least a draw against the big shark at the back.
Oh, interesting. I could see that.
Because that was the issue last time. That being said, that's.
Ooh, low.
Come on, take the apple. Don't be a coward.
No, he's gonna self-tap, which is good actually. A great
Yeah.
benefit of this is that it's a buffer for the chilies.
Mm-hmm.
So now your dodo unit is protected, which is a big deal.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you might go level 2 rooster here, or level 2 turkey here, sorry.
Why does Kai's board
I
have
wouldn't
no
be surprised.
birds on it? It's got a turkey right there. Come on.
No birds on it. Standards are so high these days.
I know. Oh, is it ever cat?
I think you're too low
Yes.
lives, and I think the scaling isn't really important because you
Mm-hmm.
just have enough attack to. Oh, he goes level 2 boar. You should just have
Oh,
enough.
that's sick. That tiger gives him a lot of flexibility in terms of if he wants just a giga
This
like
is yeah.
rooster or yeah, that's huge.
The huge thing is both the attack and health of this now tiger boar is gigantic, and
Mm-hmm.
he's considering Dillo. I love this
Mm-hmm.
because the attack can get you to kill through these melons that the whale is distributing everywhere. And then the health can obviously let you live through the stuff that you're attacking into.
Right.
But there's a good chance. I'll have to. You have to give me a second to do the maths on
Mm-hmm.
throughout the fight whether he's going to get through the whale with his boar at this point. It's going to get plus 6 HP every time it swings. So it's going to swing once, get
Mm-hmm.
to 21, go down to 13. It's going to swing twice. Yeah, it's going
Yeah.
to get there. Uh, and it's but then also it's going to get plus 12 attack. It's going to get to 30, which isn't enough to one shot the whale currently.
Mm-hmm.
What he can also do is he could even consider like Dodo boar
Mm-hmm.
because he would one shot through Melon at that point as well. Like if he didn't find Tiger, that would have 100% been something
Is
he could have done.
is it
There's
ever?
so many different
Oh,
avenues for which
I
can play this
wonder.
game. He's a lot of control.
I wonder if he's going for the armadillo there. If he ever actually just sells the rooster out for the
Oh,
second boar. That was sick. Made it through.
yeah, he wants Armadillo. Armadillo is insane here now because their HP doesn't really matter because Boar
Mm-hmm.
will just be high enough attack to kill
Yeah,
anyway.
he will just
Which
murder.
is why, yeah, and then now it's even better because there's a snake, and
Mm-hmm.
being protected from the snake, this is a great way to have that happen.
Mm-hmm.
And he finds level 2 Rooster, incredible. And then
Is it the move though
Uppercut, I think.
to arma the or to tiger the
Garlic.
arma? Garlic, yeah, 100%.
Yeah,
That's
Garlic and I
basically
don't agree with Garlic Armadillo. I think he's right to go for Tiger Boar and then just have level 1 Armadillo. I actually love
yeah.
Garlic on maybe the Rooster, maybe the Boar,
Garlic boar is like
probably the
having level
Boar.
3 boar here, in a sense, in terms of the
Yeah,
HP protection.
no, that's fair.
That's really sick.
I didn't think about it that way. But yeah, the Shark is never gonna die to your Boar.
Mm-hmm.
Is something you know. It's always gonna give off 30 and it's gonna have Melon.
Mm-hmm.
So your priority is basically just making sure that the rest of your board doesn't die,
Mm-hmm.
which yeah, I guess this level 2 armadillo is a better way to do this. But now I'm not convinced. Like I'm not actually 100% convinced his board is going to be able to get enough attack to actually start like killing stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So then the question is, does his board have enough health? Hmm, It's hard. I don't know if I would agree with this armadillo tiger play. But
Yeah.
I guess he's valuing the rest of his board pretty highly.
He
Oh, and the melon goes. Oh, those double hits are horrible. Is he still gonna? Oh, so much
oh my
died. Yeah,
god.
the snipes there were actually very out of his favor.
Yeah,
He has
those are
one more
brutal.
defense, but yeah, so many of them hit the boar, and that's part of
Mm-hmm.
the problem with not going tiger boar in the first place is
Is
you
it
didn't get enough attack to one shot. You had to take so many extra hits. You had like so much happen to you that you didn't want, and you didn't take garlic, so you're
yeah.
really kind of at the mercy of the snake tiger now. Although that was very unlucky getting hit with that many of the snake snipes.
Mm-hmm. 100%.
Now it's
Is
like, what do? You can
yeah.
chili uh,
Chili the
on Rooster probably.
boar. Chili the boar potentially, and then just take down the snake in two swings.
Or is
Oh, but no, he's got the
well, the snake
armadillo on
gets
his side.
armadillo health, yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. You can consider selling armadillo. It would be a good read, like, sell armadillo and then, like but then the problem is his, rooster starts getting super vulnerable.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, even the 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 boar is pretty vulnerable at that point too. So
The famous cupcake, the finale
cupcake
cupcake.
pretty good. I don't know.
I think it probably was the
Like
move there.
garlic
Just
still is
yeah, it's
is
either
is, is strong.
yeah.
Oh, he wants to. There's a break point here. He wants to try and go for dolphin, maybe
Hmm.
even with the tiger, because it can. Yeah, dolphin tiger will do 8 damage, right, and
Hmm.
kill possibly the tiger or possibly the.
Snake.
Okay, no, he just didn't do that. But this way, there's a 50% chance he puts something in range of dying to the chili. At least that's his idea. And yeah, this is gone now. He's gonna get so many snipes. Oh, Kaya
That was huge to get rid of it.
plays. He's gonna get there.
Barely
50-50.
exact lethal on that.
Wow, this is terrifying for Markoto at this point. Mm,
I mean,
yeah, it's
what
just
can he do
how
at
do
this
you
point?
get your board to actually live through stuff? Because you really need you really need to get rid of that melon, to be honest. You really need to get rid of the shark melon
Hmm.
so that you can swing with your dodo unit at full potential onto it. But you
Yeah.
also need your uh your rooster to not die. Like there's so much that needs to go your way. This is super tough. You could actually
One staking could all be
consider
over.
cap pair. I don't
I don't think
know.
stake's that useful here. Unless you're talking about stake from Kai's side, in which case I think yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
stake
No,
just
he
puts
said
the nail
stake
in the
on whale.
coffin.
Yeah, he said stake on whale to insta bang that. Yeah,
Oh,
you
the
can't
moment
do this.
whale has stake. I see. I'm
Yeah,
very literate. Oh no.
freezes cat again. There's a
Yeah.
stake on Markoto's side. He could consider stake on rooster,
God,
but
the chili
he's on.
on the
You see this
boards.
thin ice
Mm,
he's on now?
yeah.
The super thin ice he's on. If his rooster gets hit
That
by, this is not gonna work unless he swaps out. He might swap out the rooster for something
yeah.
else. That's probably what he's banking on, and it definitely covers. Does it though? It does. It does
Oh,
cover
it does
the
cover the
one up is huge, but you're not getting there.
yeah.
You don't get to. Yeah, no.
Yeah, that's brutal.
The snake tiger is too big. He
Hmm.
can't find his way through with his units, and yeah,
That was a solid
it's
effort
almost.
though. That's probably the best thing that he could have done in that situation, which was
Yeah,
a
that's a
line I
very
can
tough
see.
game. I think it might have been winnable. I could definitely see it being winnable, but uh, I have no idea what I would do in that situation to get there. And also, Kai has so much control,
No, that was Kai's
and
one,
Kai
right?
has so much that he can do to lock it out. Yeah,
Markoto won
and
the
now it's
first
1-1,
one.
and we're gonna go back to Kai. Yeah,
Yeah. And it 0-2?
it is not
It not.
0-2.
uh,
We had to switch back to Markoto halfway through. Again, Markoto's on the blue background. Yeah,
mhm.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, 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 it was Markoto's
We make
POV.
a big miss.
1-1 is like 0-2 but different. So true, so wise, as Buga would say. uh,
Okay,
oh,
yes, there's a pin
thank you,
message.
Violet.
So Kai has a great start.
Hmm. Yeah, I think Act
Uh,
1 is just always like good stats that give you stats future is just the best thing that you could roll into, and getting the two triples here is very, very nice.
yeah, a nice little benefit of this scenario happening. It lets you do a perfect throw around. If you have enough gold to put everything on board, that's obviously better. But
Hmm.
a good thing that this lets you do is it lets you three squad this turn, which almost guarantees that you'll lose the fight. Or doesn't
Right.
guarantee, but like it makes it pretty likely. He can combine his fish on board, or he can keep them separate, I guess.
It is funny that
Um,
losing is meta for I know exactly why,
yeah,
because of snail value and the fact that the win doesn't matter unless you already have lethal on turn one, which is rare, but
yeah,
it is funny.
it's a weird thing to get used to. Okay, yeah, if Kai
Too
just
strong.
combined
I
fish,
think
he would have
yeah, if he combined there,
drawn.
he
But
loses into the big pig.
interestingly, he did choose to skip the fourth fish, which is fair. There's a pigeon in his shop. I like this rabbit personally.
Hmm.
To you can. It's a little weird because you want to try and
You want
work
to get.
out how to
I, I think.
sell this
Yeah,
beaver correctly. You could take the. You could go crab, like rabbit crab,
dude.
potentially.
I,
I'm not sure though.
yeah. I love going crab when you want to scale one big unit, but like the camel is the guy that you want to get big, right? So
Hmm.
it's a very awkward shop there of like the yeah.
Yeah, and yeah, Fritz is right. Those are 13. They're both. Uh, well, Kai doesn't only play turtle pack. And to be fair, neither of them do. But
Hmm.
Markoto's only been on turtle pack throughout the tournament. He's played a little bit of unicorn, but it
Oh,
hasn't been very successful. I don't think he'd go back to it.
stream is
And
still going.
Kai has switched a couple times,
Hmm. Guys
but
primarily
for
switch
now,
between
they're
this and
both pretty
golden,
good.
correct?
Yeah, yeah.
Mhm. I pray they both only play turtle this set. Ah, so boring, so vanilla.
Right? To be fair, there have been sets where I've been commentating with like people who don't play much of other packs, right? Which
Hmm.
is also me, although I do have like enough knowledge, I think, of other packs to make good judgments on them. But like,
Hmm.
I have been, I remember commenting with Tyler one set. I think it was like Phoenix versus Sag or something like that, or it was
Hmm.
Sag versus someone else, and we were
Oh,
both just lost because of how much they were pack switching and had no idea what was going on. It can get
yeah,
pretty difficult to follow for commentators.
yeah. And there's a lot of different interactions.
Hmm.
I don't think I like the honey there. I think that's probably not. I
The
don't.
idea behind it is basically banking a gold. When you find level 2 spider,
Hmm.
he's going to be able to pill it, and then the B that he gets from that, he can sell for 1 extra gold.
Mm,
So on this like efficient gold breakpoint, he wants to
basically, just piggy bank
bank
it.
some money
Yeah.
for the future. Yeah, I'm not entirely sure if it was correct or not though. To be
I,
fair, I it's just that's the thought
the
process.
rationale behind it, yeah. Yeah, because I was looking at it, I was like, it does make sense from that perspective, but there's also the fact that you then have to open up 2 board slots to pill your spider,
Hmm.
which is kind of painful, but most of his board can go at this point pretty comfortably, and his camels can merge. But I think it's more valuable to just roll for the level 2 spider, but he can roll for more triples next turn.
I think that's reasonable for sure. He sounds first. You did get sheep out of his spider, which is
Quite nice.
pretty good.
I think that got him there, potentially.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. Oh, defense the rabbit anyway. Yeah, this is a good
Yeah.
rabbit still because now you have like a great buff target and a 1.5 camel.
I'm
You can just
assuming
sell fish
I'm
at
assuming
this
he
point.
can binds the camel here, sells the.
You can also do that.
Yeah, true, actually.
He wants to keep
He
the whole
might do
camel on
both.
board just in case. But yeah. Yeah, he might do both to try and like force some certain cells that are attractive. Oh, hello.
Ooh, hello, garlic.
He's hovering an
Hello,
elephant.
elephant.
Yeah, I don't know about that one.
I don't know, they're
But
looking
I mean, it'd
kind
be
of
something.
cute. Look at him. He's got them big dumb ears. So let's see if
Yeah,
he sells the beaver here, gets to 10. He can grab the rabbit, throw garlic on one of the camels if he wanted to this turn. I
this is
don't.
really interesting. He wants
Yeah.
double rabbit. I think the best play is combine camel, sell beaver, buy rabbit, buy garlic, buy, and then just roll, and then you have one more goal to find something.
I don't know. He
I
wants
think
to bring him
elephant first
home.
roll is. I don't know. Like I could see it, but there's so much. You have 3 other triples that you would rather hit, and this is one roll for those. It's like a
I
super
know
high
I have
value.
all these other pets, but I love him so much. Look at him. He's beautiful.
Nice. He goes pigeon this turn. Smart.
Mhm.
Mm,
That L is great because tempo and allows rapid scaling camel. The camel is probably enough already. Yeah, I think
Camel's
you're
probably
right.
enough
I think you're
this
right. I think the
build.
primary value in picking up the elephant there is that it gives you a long term and potentially going for, ooh, not good enough actually, but gives you a long term and potentially going for Ellie blowfish. But I think,
You're not really set
yeah,
into that at the moment, I would say.
yeah, I think,
As he again, this is a place where you don't really want to buy foods as much with the rabbit. He does take
mhm,
that though, which is interesting. Because you have 3 different triples that you're super intent on hitting. He hits one
mhm.
of them, which is perfect, and now he can just sell pigeon, buy camel, buy breadcrumb,
Was it
and
ever,
now he's pretty happy with that.
was it ever
Sorry.
saved the salad there instead of saving the apple?
Salad's, I think, too awkward here because you don't wanna hit the smaller rabbit, you don't wanna hit the smaller and you don't wanna hit the,
Camel, right?
spider. Yeah, the
Mm,
the the smaller camel wasn't on board yet, so that would've been reasonable, but yeah. A salad is actually kind of just a weird apple, like, it would have to
mhm,
hit exactly the big rabbit and the camel
yeah,
for it to be better than an apple, and otherwise it's just an apple, at
mhm,
least in the long term. And
right,
then from a tempo perspective, it isn't really doing anything because you're just losing these fights anyway. But yeah,
gotcha.
it's a fair consideration. It's just salad usually needs you to have enough buff targets for it to be
A good
um
pickup.
like more attractive than than apple. Oh, this is
Ooh,
good.
that rhino is a nice
This
buff
is
target.
good. Yeah, as is the seal even, but it might even not be
Yeah,
seal to be fair because of the fact that you have Rhino and would rather just buy pairs on it. But he can, yeah, he's getting us probably Stealth Spider. He can level,
the
he
gold
can either,
bank. No, he needs the pill.
uh,
I kid, I kid.
yeah, unfortunately
Yeah,
it
he
didn't
does
get
not read
past that.
that.
Goes for this. This is fair. Holds this triple. He can potentially hold it for multiple turns, but he could also
Mhm,
just take it next turn and then spam foods and
yeah,
probably get a lot of value even. He's like super losing this fight.
yeah. But he
But
can get
yeah,
any wide foods that he wants now, like, very comfortably, because pears are super good just directly onto the rhino. Sushi are just good in general across the board. Because, like,
yeah.
everything wants to eat. Double dillo of camel
This
too.
is yeah.
We're not
I'm
that
I'm
brave.
always happy with the just because buying, like, sushis on turn 9 with this is incredible,
Mhm,
and you will get big really, really fast when you're buying spread foods and pairs and all that on a board like this.
mhm.
And it's also really good into the setup because Markoto has long-term outs with units like Snake. Um, the this covers very well because you'll just have too much HP for Snake to do anything. So the main problem that you're worried about is the Dodo, which is
Right.
definitely still a big problem, and is, like, not something you can ignore.
He's getting
As is the
shocked.
Badger.
He's getting shockingly close with these rounds still.
He is.
Is it
Oh,
ever?
Monkey. Huge.
I wonder if it's ever just take the scorpion here because you want to be buying foods anyways, and it just gives you so much extra HP on that guy.
Interesting. Hmm. I could maybe see it. I think he just wants to scale,
Hmm.
basically.
Yeah, just get good guys big. Makes sense. Makes sense.
Mhm. This is actually a pretty awkward seal. We'll have to see how it pans out.
Hmm.
I'm just not entirely sure. Oh, look at this breakpoint he sees. You see the whale at 13 HP right now?
Yep.
The camel's gonna get to 12, so plus the monkey on
Oh,
attack, you can
I like
potentially
that.
kill the whale before it gets to the rhino, which would be a big deal. I don't know if it would win the fight. I don't think it would ever win the fight, but you know, can dream.
Potent. Probably
True
not.
snakes.
Yeah, probably not actually. Wait, still Okos? Yeah, no, 100% still Okos, but it doesn't also take
Yeah,
down
it's
the
still
Rhino with
Oko's.
it,
Yeah, exactly.
assuming that nothing has changed in board state for his whale.
Which, to be clear, isn't likely. There's a
Yeah,
good chance that there's like a stack on the whale, like a or a pair or something.
yeah.
But
But he
you
also
know,
has
you may
other
as well
stuff that
play.
he'd want to potentially mess with anyways, so reasonable
And there
enough.
you go. Bang. It didn't matter. Wait,
It did
it
matter.
mattered a huge amount actually.
Yeah,
Yeah. I didn't realize
yeah.
the badger had just been flat out sold. Yeah, staving around is so big here. And now you have
Ooh, I
Saddle's
like.
monkey for double seal plays hit both. No, I was so hoping it would hit both seals.
Come
It's so satisfying.
on,
But then
money.
really, no, those hits were not great. But yeah, I mean he's much better set up than he was before now, and he's even going to get level 2
100%.
seal with Chili, which is yeah.
Is he
A
doing?
big problem with a board like this usually when you go rabbit is that there's a dodo on the other board, and dodo does really well into this because you can match the HP stats
Mhm.
uh that you have. But seal helps with that a lot because it helps
Ensure that you actually
um
get the trades rather than just relying on bulk to make it through.
exactly. Yeah,
Next turn, triple cow
exactly.
and first shot. Great, we like what you're
That's the
thinking.
I'm sure Kai likes that too. But I mean
Uh,
even next turn he's almost set in stone what he's gonna do. He's gonna level seal with chocolate. make
Mm-hmm.
sure he stacks first, like the ones on board first, because then the chocolate gives him a level 2 trigger. Then
Mm-hmm.
he's gonna chili it, and then he's gonna buy a tier 6, or he might just chili the rhino or something. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know if he chilies a rhino or he
Regardless,
chilies a seal, but the
I could see chili rhino being better just because chili rhino has that extra benefit of if you
getting
kill someone
extra
with chili,
snipes
you also
potentially.
get
Yeah,
rhino triggers. Yeah,
Kodo feels cooked
chili
here.
rhino is really, really good.
Kodo could still get in like I don't know. Mammoth seems like it would be quite nice here, and then stacking, and then getting some sort of good tier 6 in middle.
Yeah, I don't think you can count Kodo out just yet, although
Yeah,
he is seeming to fall behind a lot in these
yeah,
fights. But he wins this one, and he has
yeah,
4 lives and cat. Like, yeah,
yeah. He's still in a
it
very
depends
strong
who's scaling
position.
you think is better, which is it's pretty close, I would say. Who's scaling is
Mm-hmm.
better at this point? Oh, finds a snake. Snake is insane here.
Mm-hmm.
Now I think you okay. You goes chili on here. Okay, and
Just
then
roll check for a good food, and then just rip one of these
is it
guys.
gorilla? So he probably wants to. He's probably not happy at the prospect of buying a fifth unit because you would much rather keep your board kind of uh, consolidated on
Mm-hmm.
4 units when you go seal, so that you don't spread your stats too thin and get kind
Right.
of owned.
And it also has the
Like you,
added
that's
upside of
yeah,
being able to
sure.
immediately support cow.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. It also keeps you a cycle slot open, not just for cow, but for other
Also,
good turret
yeah.
units and stuff. So going snake over gorilla is kind of a result of that, although it's also just a thing of snake
Mm.
better than gorilla. Like that's just a thing.
Oh, and this that
But snake
snake's
is much
definitely
easier to cycle out.
yeah, that snake's definitely gone next turn. I
Mhm.
does he
Yeah,
ever
especially with this shot, this is crazy.
keep the chocolate here to get the rhino up? I don't think the rhino level actually really matters that much.
So we got to think about the gold here for him and how. Sorry, one
Goes
sec. My
goes up to 11, takes 4 for the melon.
there we
So he's down to I yeah. No, he has enough, but he doesn't have enough to cycle in a final unit.
go. Yeah, okay. Then this, I think it makes sense to do what he's done. And now the great thing is he has melons finally, which is a huge necessity with seal.
Mhm.
Even if you do have rabbit, you are going to be lacking in HP. There is outs with units like with snake for the other person because you have such low HP that you just get kind of nuked by it.
Right.
But here you now have rabbit to kind of counter that. Any
Mhm.
spread food is great protection against snake. And yeah, and the melons are just going to help you get through units.
Yeah. With the better food shop now, he's gonna be feeling even better.
Yeah, but you're definitely right. Double cat dodo is terrifying. Uh,
Oh yeah, no, actually.
yeah. It's actually like
Uh,
depending on how big the dodo gets, there's like good odds you get one shot through melon in some cases, and he also has so much space to buy tech.
mhm.
Does Markoto?
Right.
This game can definitely be won by Markoto, although that obviously also depends on his roles.
Yeah.
But
Has to hit
yeah,
well
this
enough,
is
has to get good
very
stat
scary.
foods.
I think this is
Yes.
a it's an interesting difference between both players. Is like Kai has been a bit more committal to his units, I think,
Mhm.
in this game, whereas Markoto has played very tall onto his dodo
Mhm.
and then cycled in around him. And it's like there's a big, I would say, debate. Maybe not debate, but just every time a new meta comes around, the question is always: is it better to scale or is it better to tempo and then do your turkey pivots and stuff like that?
Right.
And that's always contentious when new metas roll around. And I think this is a good matchup because it
Yeah.
shows some pretty solid rolls of both sides.
I think the pigeon here is not bad at all. It is just a 2 gold seal trigger. So it's actually 2 gold
And steel
for
triggers are so strong
yeah.
at the moment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's what? +7 +1 for 2 gold. That's not bad at all.
Yeah.
That being said, I do understand him wanting to get the leopard and to potentially take advantage of that. Though
It's a bit late for it.
it
Um,
has yeah, I was gonna say like even if it hits up to 50-50, it's only has a couple of targets that I can actually kill at this point that would be meaningful, and the cat and the shark, and it's only gonna get worse as the game goes on, I think.
mhm. There is probably part to it where he doesn't really want to be force coded anymore. Like he wants to actually kind of lock his board in a bit heavier
Right.
than before. But then again, he has a life to give. It's definitely precarious. And I mean, when you're in such a big set with so many like eyes on you and all that, it's like it's very difficult
Hmm.
to make a greedy play like buying a sushi here, for example. And he goes for it, which is I would say correct, but like in the
Yeah.
moment, do you know if you can make that decision? No, I don't think you do.
Hmm. Yeah, I think the
But
sushi is correct there, though. I don't know how valuable a single snake trigger. Well, it could be multiple snake triggers, but almost certainly
sure.
single.
Geez, Markoto's board is insane.
Yeah.
This I honestly am not even too sure how it's got this big this fast. But I guess he's only
He's
really committed to a couple units and just spent
yeah.
pizzas and stuff.
He's got
Yeah,
cat.
Kai absolutely needs this scorpion.
Yeah.
There's no
Level 2
question.
cat's just huge.
There's a sushi.
And once you already have good enough units on the board, doesn't really matter too much about spending money on stat foods versus spending money on
Yeah.
getting
Now
levels.
the question is, like, where do you put your units? It's so hard. I think you probably like, how do you get value out of the scorpion? Actually, it's so difficult to work out this
I think I think probably
catch split.
just mid it is probably the guess because you're almost certainly going to kill the dodo or the cat at that point.
That's fair. I think, yeah, I think this is a super reasonable idea. This positioning is gonna, no, it's still not
Yeah,
gonna get there. And Kodo takes it. Yeah,
probably the best way you could handle that, anyways.
the level 2 cat and stuff is just
Yeah, yeah. If
it's a really good answer. And
you
it
get the
was not written in the stars, but the dodo did make a did open a big hole in Kai's plan,
mhm,
and he wasn't able to get big enough to actually even trade the units that they have, which is it's kind of crazy when you think about it because the role of Seal in the first place is to be able to have your units do that. Is to be able to
right.
have your units continually trade through stuff. But
Yeah,
Makoto's units were so big that you couldn't even really get through them.
yeah. No, 100%.
Even with all your Seal attack. It's a difficult scenario.
We need
But
our
let's go
boy
back to Makoto.
OG Seal.
As Kai goes up 2-1. Or Makoto, sorry, goes up 2-1.
Just proves that
Not
Seal is cheeks, Booga.
oh no.
We're gonna have to get you out of here. Get this man out of here. Somebody escort him from the premise. uh,
Yeah. Only one cow from Kai's board. One cow isn't too bad to be fair, but yeah, you could have definitely done a lot better
oh yeah, yeah.
in terms of
That too.
what you find. It also just was lacking melons even. Uh
Yeah.
like on
That
his
is
camel and stuff. The garlic wasn't doing anything.
yeah. Shop luck is a huge thing at that point in the game too, when every single like food shop role is incredibly valuable, which was the case for both players at that point.
Hmm.
And you only
Especially
have
when you're
two
playing food
slots.
builds for both players. For
Mhm.
both players, when you're playing food builds, finding not only scaling to keep yourself ahead of your opponent, but then also the equipment that helps justify
Yeah.
and like keep you safe from scams and other stuff like that.
Hmm.
Yeah, it's important. I think Kodo might be considering honey, but
Oh, I see.
he goes for this instead. Cool. I would have honey horsed. I'm sad.
I think
This is very fair though, to be clear.
yeah. Honey horse never, at least for me personally, it feels kind of bad because you lose the value of horse, even though horse is almost never going to actually like cleanly trade. So it is nice to get that
That's
extra
fair.
value onto it.
The idea behind an early game is when you have like triple horse like that, it will get value on turn
Hmm.
2, but then after it won't. But in return, you will usually have horse at the back, and horse will have a
Hopefully
honey at the
trade.
back. So when it trades at the end, it'll spawn the bee, and you'll have like a yeah
Elephant?
that backline bee
Hmm.
summon.
So wise. I think
It's not
I
an elephant angle.
Markoto must have just missed that line.
Yeah, no,
Clear
dude,
blunder.
that's so real. God, yeah, no, his star is really good. This
Goto's
makes you're
yeah.
very right. Being able to
Notice
get you could have considered the second badger, but he wants to greed for the lives, which is a super reasonable thing to think about because I mean his hit with horse your tempo potential is
yeah.
really high, and so you can afford to lose the higher chance of finding your level 2 on badger,
Hmm.
which is a very long term prospect in favor of uh yeah in
Prioritizing
favor
early
of this.
ones. Yeah.
Mhm.
I think that's correct, especially since he can still go for like a level 2 spider here, and he's got a potential triple to hunt for with the cricket.
Did he get unlucky there? I think he did. His horse and his cricket were same HP,
Yeah, no, he did get unlucky.
but Dolphin chose the horse.
Dolphin knew the
No, I know
mission.
Markoto. Yeah. No, I know Markoto is actually a proponent of always hunting your badger.
Mhm.
I don't know if he will do it here, but I know Markoto absolutely loves hunting badger.
I mean, it gives you so much
There's a kill on
flexibility on
80.
putting
I
it
don't.
front or back.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
front honey badger is still really good here just because of the horse.
yeah. You have a lot of odds and stuff that you can do with it.
Mhm.
And now, yeah, another problem is that the horse. You kind of would love to even maybe just sell cricket for something that dies to the dolphin instead.
Mhm.
But he didn't really find anything good. He could have considered like this. I swear there was something that was okay, like a flamingo. A flamingo is what he
Mhm.
could have considered selling for because that way he doesn't die and there's better, probably better odds to win. But he thinks he'll win with Badger here like this, and that's very reasonable too.
Yeah, I think it's correct there. I think probably he's didn't find any triples though, and I imagine that was the primary thing. Because if I was in
He's
Koto's
pretty unlikely
shoes
to hit them.
at this point, that last round felt like it could have very easily been a win. Okay, the dolphin knows the mission. Jk.
Dolphin
There's
knows the
there's
mission. He's winning this
there's
one for sure.
there is
I
nothing.
don't know if it gets changed though. To be fair, like that fight, I don't. He might have actually
Yeah,
still
I think he might
lost.
have still lost
Yeah,
it.
his horse is alive,
2-8
but
cricket. That's a powerhouse.
that
What can we
rabbit's
say? How did he
big
get so many
boy.
stats onto that cricket?
It's. I think all of his otter stats have just ran to the cricket somehow. Yeah,
Oh,
like it's
probably yeah,
gone
because
four. It's gone four otter hits out
mm-hmm.
of five otter buys, which is pretty crazy.
Dolphins American Sniper. It's true. We looked at his resume.
Yes, indeed. As he starts finding his triples, which is great.
Yeah, and they're just good
Arguably
tempo at
better
this
to
point
just
too.
stack sheep there because ice is not better if you find something to combine or to buy a combined sheep. But you would technically have rather a fighter got sniped by dolphin instead of
Mhm.
a sheep.
I do like him eyeing the giraffe. I think it's probably better for his long term with the badger, but he he probably has to front it, or at least it feels more comfortable to front the badger at that point, right? Because the badger
So there's
takes
a
a low value unit
problem.
and it still has the summon to take advantage of the honey
The
or the
yeah,
horse.
the bigger badger for sure. He is the main thing he's thinking about that he's scared of is that his badger is gonna get killed by dolphin 50% of the time. And he doesn't really know where to position in the case of that happening, which is a bit of a nightmare actually.
Right.
Let's see. Oh, they both die
Oh,
actually. So worst case scenario, but it was gonna happen.
well,
And
this
yeah,
is
now
going well.
he's it's come around to he's just losing these fights. It stopped being really winnable.
Yeah. His
Just because he
early
has so many stats, he has so many good units.
his early tempo
Just high.
just petered out ridiculously quickly.
Hmm.
Dolphin as well.
Dolphin
Differ
just does
okay.
that, really. Although it wasn't exactly within control, but yeah.
Yeah,
There you go though. That's your compensation is you find your badger.
not
And
bad.
yeah.
I don't think he really needs to rearrange the back badger, though I don't think there's good odds on this round just because he's losing so much of his team just to the
Mm.
dolphin
Yeah.
carrot.
He thinks he needs to put this badger front because otherwise it won't like it'll only
It'll
hit
just
his
hit
team
his team.
somewhere else.
Yeah.
Exactly. But yeah, which is fair for sure. But
Hmm.
there's probably other stuff he could be doing, like maybe moving the badger, other badger a bit further forward. It's just he also might be resigned to losing these fights, which wouldn't be that crazy. They're
Yeah.
hard to win. As Pi has a weird setup though, like Markoto's gonna transition into mid game a lot more seamlessly, I think, because he can cycle around the horse, he has triples he's looking for, he has this badger combine that could start scaling, he could hit turkey, he could hit anything like
Yeah.
that. Kai's board is like locked and bad, and like if he doesn't do something about that, he's gonna start losing. And he does exactly
Oh,
this to fix it, which is huge. He might lose though. Oh yeah, it got
the
punished. He
honey
just needed to
finally.
do something like this. Yeah,
Hmm.
he needed to do something like what he's done, where he set up all his triples. and sold out of like he sold out of a level 2 peacock, and it's
Right.
reasonable. But yeah, it's gonna get punished uh a lot of the time. And he was probably banking on that not happening, but no, it was just going to.
I wonder if it's ever sell the horse here to just get the half level on parrot. Get the half level parrot. There's nothing that
Yeah,
goes
he probably
super
thought
well
about
of
it.
it yet, but
See,
coward Kodo. uh,
yeah.
level 3 otter bought
If I had
separate and
like
parrot sold. Yeah.
mhm.
Yeah, it's just
Kai is
setting up
basically
for a
buying
good
down
late
his
game.
triples. Yeah, if his triples are bad, he might just lose on the spot. Like if he gets like all the low tier
Double
useless triples,
Wolverine and double uh
armadillo, you mean? But yeah,
oh wait. Oh
he's
yeah,
getting
because
tier
he's
fives.
leveling into tier fives. He's leveling into tier fives.
Yeah,
You're
yeah,
right, you're right, you're right.
like crocodile and stuff like that is not the most useful. Rooster, armadillo, all stuff he
Yeah.
doesn't want. If he gets stuff that gives him direction, if he gets stuff like shark, if he gets stuff like turkey, if
Mm-hmm.
he gets stuff like monkey,
Tricky oppressive.
uh, he's going to be in a really, really, really good spot. But it entirely depends on what these triples are, and we don't know yet. So
Yeah.
let's see. Did he hit anything worth? That's
He
really
got a
good. Rhino
rhino and
monk.
he
Oh,
got the turkey, so he's very cleanly in this.
he's super happy with this. He's still losing
Yeah.
fights though, which is great for Markoto. This is gonna be a
Yeah.
even-ish game, I would say. Like Rhino versus
Big Badger.
yeah, Rhino Turkey versus Monkey is pretty even.
Mhm.
Although arguably better for Kai for sure.
Not selling horse is so bad. I think he's just looking for triples.
Oh, did he not sell horse for sheep? He maybe should have done that. I could
Yeah.
raise this point.
Like I would also want to have something stronger out of there, but I think that's just good enough. I should probably just, yeah, continue to dump stats onto the Badger. Look for anything that's good. I might have actually just saved the. Ooh, I like
Oh, I
that
love
actually.
Hell Spider and just immediately pill turtle. Yeah,
Yeah.
this is perfect. Moves it back to the front.
Hmm.
Goes this just to guarantee that the because there's a 50-50 which the dolphin hits, so if you put the 2 HP sheep at the back and then the monkey gets sniped, the 5 HP sheep will get hit by the badger, which you don't want. So this is
Yeah.
always covering and making sure that something that is not a 3/5 sheep will die to it.
Hmm. Gives him
I
slightly
don't know how
better.
likely it is, to be clear.
Yeah. I don't think it'd make a huge difference looking
Let's
at
see.
the rest of his board, but
Mhm.
I think it's
Kai
either
is
this
also
Badger
very
kills
likely to
everything
buy
or
skunk. Yeah, it is.
yeah,
Kai can definitely buy skunk though.
that's true.
I want to see what he found in these turns. Basically the same board. It's just been like shuffled around, which that means something very scary for
Hmm.
Markoto. Although he is probably happy to be up 2 lives at this point.
Hmm.
Kai probably found 3 cans that turn, or rolled and found like 2, or something
Oh,
like that.
oh, I understand.
And
And then that's
yeah,
going
the
to
pivot this
be
turn,
very
scary.
strong this turn because he's just going to be pivoting stuff in with the turkey to make a stronger board.
Exactly. And he also has a lot of creativity in what he can do, or because he is able to react, and Markoto is kind of locked in his setup. He can kind of set the pace of the game
Hmm.
and pick and choose his units that he knows will be able to win. Going second can often be really good in this game, and Turkey definitely lends to that. Although
Hmm.
less so when you're on the lives like he is. He can't afford to greed any longer, I would say.
I think this is a good play to go
Oh,
for the dragon. I was looking at it as
I
just
like
between the two of them. I think just getting the stats to just close out the game is probably more important here, and you can always just pick up a snake later to replace the sheep with.
mhm.
Yeah,
Rolls
and
with
now
his
he's
frozen, which is very reasonable because you don't actually care about your pet shop when you have dragon like this
yeah.
because you can't buy dragons from shop yet. You can only buy chocolates. So
This is greedy.
yeah,
Yeah, but it
he's
can
playing
also
very
just
greedy but in a reasonable way.
but it can
And now he's
potentially close out the
always
game.
losing these fights. Yeah, it can. He doesn't have that many lives. He has a lot of lives. He doesn't have like
He has
an
enough.
amount he's like completely happy with. Yeah, he does have enough. Especially now. Oh my god, double dragon.
Mm,
I think it's just over this game at this point. You're gonna get so many stats, and then importantly, all of your unit slots are getting buffed now
hmm.
because the dragons buff each other,
Yeah.
which is a big thing. The dragon is like usually when you have one dragon, you're only
If
buffing 3 things, so you still have
oh
you'll
my
have
god,
space
yeah.
for tech, but if you're going late game against someone else who's like going hard scaling with like cat or something,
Mm-hmm.
sometimes the games can be decided by them having more big
Just
units than you do.
yeah, 100%.
But here, this kind of subverts that, and like, yeah, I think
Throwback
any
to
board where you have a level 2 and a level 1 of a tier 6 on turn 10 is just
strong.
you probably want it,
Mm-hmm. What's the
regardless of a
reason?
tier 6.
What's the reasoning behind keeping sheep? He's just still there, basically.
I think
He didn't find
he
something
doesn't
else.
value the 2 turns that much, like the 2/2 that much when you consider how much more stats the sheep is than the monkey.
Yeah.
When factoring in the 2/4/4
Oh,
bodies, that's like 4 turns of monkey scaling in theory.
yeah.
And yeah, and then keeping it and like having backlines to summon is just good.
Yeah.
I think extra gold
Just
is fair. You could also probably sell out of sheep this turn anyway, but
yeah.
I think he's also pretty happy to just
Keep buffing the
scale this
board.
board. Yeah. But he might just buy this rhino. I don't know. I feel like it's probably better to scale this than
I
to buy the rhino though.
Yeah, I don't think the Rhino does anything into this board unless he starts picking up actual summons, but I don't think the turkeys are there for summons. I think they're just for pivoting onto something stronger.
Speaking of the turkeys, I didn't realize he found 4 of them.
Yeah, that's a lot of
This is
turkeys.
still really scary. You'll have
I
how many kills? You'll have God,
I
I'm not sure. You got +6 4s, so it's a 7, 8. So he has 4 cans.
yeah,
I think he has 4 cans. That's crazy.
I think he's just got to
Yeah,
pad
this
stats
game isn't
here.
over at all.
I think he's
And yeah,
yeah, he doesn't have a choice here because like that's the only way that he weathers this.
Fluffos, right, for sure. You just scale,
Yeah, I don't.
buy a bunch of tier 1s, and hope that you are able to live 100. I think Kai probably needs to kill him this turn or next.
Yeah,
Whether he's
100%.
able to or not, we'll just have to see.
The turkeys give him a
Yeah, I don't know if
definite
I
in here.
necessarily agree with the try now buy, but
I think the
I guess it's a blind
only
side.
I think the only thing that the Rhino helps with here is if Kai
It's
gets
short.
into melons,
Mhm.
and then it can
True.
potentially bust a melon. But I don't think it does anything other than that. That being said, I think he has like a. I don't think it made a huge
Oh my
difference
god,
there.
he did go into summons, but they were so big that you weren't even able to save it with the
Oh my
yeah,
god,
Jesus Christ. Kai has done exactly the right thing, although having 6 turkeys is,
oppressive.
ridiculous in and of itself. Yes, exactly.
Uh,
Uh,
who needs tier sixes when
he
you have this
needs
tier five right here, baby?
true. Yeah, the thing is I think Markoto did pretty much all the right things this game. It's just these are the turns that that Kai needs to kill him on, and Kai
Hmm.
is doing a really good job to
And
make
done
that
turtle.
happen.
Yeah,
But I mean, if Koto can somehow win this round,
I don't
which he
think
wasn't even that far off doing,
he was
like all
not.
things considered, he was only 1 unit away, or even just drawing, which is also fine. He could just back Badger
Hmm.
and play for that.
I think he
He can
doesn't.
win this.
I think he doesn't
He
front
just needs to
the.
turn more.
I think he shouldn't front the turtle here though ever because of the boar.
Yeah, he doesn't want to build the boar up, but you might be like forced to
Hmm.
actually deal with it. But I think here actually you have a good point because you could just front dragon here, like the bigger dragon would trade the
The boar
boar.
most of the time, yeah.
So yeah, it just depends. But you also might just rather use that dragon health to beat out some of the summons that come a little later. And then you're fine just tanking once like this. And then so he gets to kill a couple
Oof,
things. Do you get there? Oh my god, he bought a second fly. I didn't even pay attention to that.
that's
That's so
insane.
smart by Kai. Getting extra summons from the fly he bought from the second fly after combining and basically splitting up the damage in that way instead of getting what was it 12-8 on every fly. You get 9-6 on the flies, but there's more of them.
Right, that was insane.
And yeah, nice. I mean, I think that was a high roll battle. Both players hit ridiculous boards, but
Oh,
yeah,
100%,
Kai clutched it
100%.
out, and that's impressive. Both have played for sure very well
Yeah.
to get to where they got to.
It's funny how it went from
Yeah,
like, dude, Markoto was locked in, like he was a little bit on the back pedal for a bit there, but like,
yeah.
there's no shot. Does extra tier one and cheap over this Rhino win? Probably not. I think
I don't think the Rhino did anything ever.
the
I
Rhino
yeah,
the Rhino didn't do
I guess
anything,
yeah.
but I don't think the sheeps were or the extra like +6/+6 on it. actually makes a difference there.
Hmm.
I think
Yeah,
the Rhino is probably the better call to make there, just off of the premise of like a single melon on any of those guys that gets popped, even though you'd probably prefer to get one ups on them. It's still
a good
valuable.
idea. I I don't know who my username can be over 25 is, but yeah, front badger is actually a good idea because when they have 3 units, it probably wasn't something that Markoto could have actually done because of the fact that he didn't know that there was going to be three, like a turkey and 2 flies on board.
Hmm.
Uh, yeah, he could have potentially got an early kill on one of them with the badger's death damage.
Hmm.
Yeah, sorry. Let's switch back to. Do you want to switch back to Kai
Oh yeah,
since
yeah,
we're?
yeah. Let's hop over to Kai's view.
I forgot what to. That's just an interesting game to talk about. There's a lot to talk about with these two
Yeah.
because I think both of them play. Oh god, I got this heat. Am I good?
Oh no,
Are you
you're
having
fine.
Are you having connection problems to his stream too? Or is it just me?
No, no issues at the moment. Though I've had issues
Okay,
earlier.
I'm also in. We're all good.
Cool.
He's reached turn 3 with wow 4
That's a
ducks.
lot of
This is
ducks.
interesting. Freeze rolling the horse, looking
Uh,
for oh this is tough. Not finding anything really worth selling.
I think you just have
So his gold
combine and just
breakpoint.
get
Oh,
something in there.
perfect.
Ooh, wait,
I was
okay.
about to say his gold breakpoint is 9 gold. He can buy could do exactly this, and he immediately hit exactly that. So okay, now the question is really interesting. Do you take the swan for an extra gold and greed, or do you take the spider? He takes the spider,
Yeah.
valuing the life enough to play safe. You could have argued that you can play greedy here and gone swan and say I win the fight anyway, and then I get an extra gold.
Hmm.
But his logic here is that he's going to skip the swan entirely, which is reasonable for sure.
I think
Especially
keeping
now you're not
this,
taking on turn 3.
I think keeping the swan here is really nice though potentially because dog you just intentionally want to cycle a ton anyways. So it's a fairly like
That's true.
it's a very strong unit, but it is a very gold hungry unit. I think
Yeah,
holding it is important there to be able to give yourself a longer out.
that's fair. He does have other stuff to like other triples to look for though, and they like
Yeah.
will naturally the dog will naturally get big enough to where he's satisfied. At least that's my assumption.
Hmm. Which it looks like is the
That
case
that
here.
does reply hitting though, but yeah, this one definitely has a lot more late game potential with dog. Um, but I think for now he just cares about finding his levels and kind of going turn by turn. That is
Hmm.
very turn by turn.
Wait, there was a
I would
swan,
say.
and it's not here. So what had happened is on the roll that he had gotten the spider, the dog level up, he had sold out of duck and could have potentially picked it up for the reasons that Violet had listed out of just there's enough other stuff that he's already currently looking for that it's reasonable to not pick it up. Essentially, is the rationale for not picking it up. It makes
Also,
sense.
taking Markoto down to 3 lives is huge
Yeah,
for him.
he's
I'm
doubling
sure
that
he's
super
happy
hard
with
now.
this. Oh, hitting a whale as well. Yeah, wow. Okay.
Ooh.
I think Fritz's prediction might be right. This is one of those games where it's very hard to see the way for Markoto to stabilize.
Hmm.
Like, there's just so many summons, all of them in the horse summons. The horse even has health to live like dolphin snipes and stuff like that.
See,
The whale has so much health when it comes in. You're finding triples, you're gonna get another garlic, you're gonna get your spider triple two, everything's going his way. And
that
that's just
simplifies things so much. Oh my god.
yeah.
Because he's
He's gonna have
is
a triple for turn 7. He's gonna have dog to roll for, he's gonna have 2 garlics, he's gonna
yeah,
have life advantage. He has
yeah.
everything. Makoto has
His
turn 4 duck lotto.
his his board there was so good that it was almost bad for dog because like he had so many good things that he wanted, but he couldn't really
Yeah,
cycle in, and the spider showing up solves that.
it
Makoto
does
has
for
the
sure.
power of friendship, guys.
He doesn't.
Got the power of ducks. They're gonna pull him through. Oh man, this is brutal though.
Whoops. Oh, wait, Makoto's whale is huge. Wait a second. I think we might be chilling over Makoto.
That
Wow.
whale is so
He still
thick.
does he lose the fight? He wins the
He
fight. Oh my god, yeah. That's
That's
huge.
insane.
He must have had How?
Rabbit. Rabbit,
Yeah,
duck,
rabbit.
and then
True, rabbit. Fair enough. Oh
how
my
did
god.
he? That's insane.
Mhm. So it starts at 10, obviously. So it just got 5 extra HP from stuff. It got one from garlic, one from whatever gave it one attack, and then
Hmm.
probably something else happened somewhere. I don't know what, but yeah. Hit like salad spam with his own whale plus rabbit. Yeah, fair enough, Fluffo. Yeah, whale is busted, especially having bigger whale. Or well, not even bigger whale, just big whale. Just garlic. You're on 3 gold. You win the game, or you win the fight pretty easily with garlic, I would say, on dog.
Right. Yeah, I think it's garlic on dog.
Uh,
The alternative there was to, before picking up the last spider, there's just to cycle something else in there, just for extra temp dog stats, but I think getting the triple here is worth it. 100%.
so I know Kai doesn't really like spending gold on turn 7. Like he wants to have all his triples on board already.
Hmm.
This is a case where I think it would be correct to just break that idea. Like he
Yeah.
remember last game he sold everything so that he could put Otter and Cricket on board and then set up his triples, and it
Hmm.
ended up working very well for him in setting up to win the game overall. Oh god, that's a lot of
I.
that's a
Hmm.
lot of additional triggers. Oh, but you get sheep. Is he gonna get kicked into
Oh.
dog? He does. The sheep actually mattered a huge amount there.
And the garlic, too.
That actually that
Without
was
the
yeah, the
garlic, he
garlic too for sure.
loses.
But yeah, he would have lost that if he didn't hit at least one sheep out of those spiders.
Yeah, that was nutty.
Huge hits for Kai. And he gets a turkey immediately for his efforts, so well on him. And he can even get
Beautiful.
additional permanent stats on the dog. Like
Oh,
that's the power of
huge.
dog. Like you got to think about the fact that that dog has like 20 attack, but its actual current stats are base. At least
Hmm.
before the turkey was bought, its actual
Right.
stats were as low as they could possibly go, and it got to 20 attack.
These
It's a pretty real unit.
these
Yeah,
rounds have
this game
been
is
just
insane.
flying back and forth between.
Yeah.
My God.
The blind side with Markoto finding that whale and scaling it so heavily.
So aggressively, yeah. And
Uh,
his
yeah,
rabbit's already gone. Like,
definitely
he
cheap.
just did that one turn of just power spike it and drop it.
And now he's praying to get pretty much the same board that Kai has. Like he just
Hmm.
needs almost exactly the same stuff for like double turkey or double shark or something.
Yeah.
Because he's on 2 lives. He can't afford to take monkey. Well, he can. He would have to if he hit it, but like it wouldn't win him the game. Like what would win him the game right now would be probably double turkey exactly if he finds
Hmm.
his triple from Flamingo.
Right.
It's very hard to win this game.
He gets a cow
And cow,
instead.
that's okay. It's okay. Again, he gets a lot
Yeah.
of stats. Does he?
But he's not able to make it through the dog, and the
Uh,
shark
no, yeah. There's a
behind
whole
is
shark behind
disgusting.
it.
Yeah.
The dog is far too big at level. Yeah, level 2 dog is real. Level 2 rabbit. That's really interesting.
Oh.
Sell whale and play this rabbit, which is crazy. But he also might just be able to. This is so weird.
I mean, like, everything on this board
Problem is,
wants to stay except for the rabbit. So that salad bowl doesn't actually seem that bad.
true. It's a little weird because you can get like more like technically the whale could get statted by buying another whale because of the fact that you have turkey, and the same is true of the turkey itself.
Right.
And okay,
Doesn't
well,
matter.
you can circumvent that by hitting the other things, but yeah. Sell whale was a reasonable
uh,
idea. By Fluffo at this point.
yeah.
Like your game plan actually just shifted a huge amount, and it shifted away from rabbit, which is so interesting. I know he's considering going back into the summons.
I don't think it's that worth it
He
though,
got
right? Like, he still gets the
however much
value.
value out of rabbit he got. How much value did he got?
He
6
got
stats out of
6 stats, I think. Yeah.
rabbit. Which I mean, yeah, you can call that good enough. It's a chicken leg for 1 gold or something like that.
Hmm.
As far as stuff you could have got out of Spider, that's definitely good enough. The question is, would it have been worth it to further commit to it?
Right.
And I guess Kai thinks no. And that's pretty fair, to be honest. I'm not entirely sure, though.
Oh, skunk.
As, yes, his skunk. But Kai actually, I think, did this because of the fact that it could be a skunk. He fronted it so
Right.
that he would guarantee value out of it. And yeah, I mean,
Nutty.
also, yeah, actually, now I think
That
about
was
it,
such a
I
fast lethal.
completely forgot Markoto was unlethal.
Yeah, me too.
Selling rabbit makes perfect sense.
That makes a lot more
So let's
sense.
go back to
Yeah.
Markoto. Yeah. who has a lot to recover from now. He's This set's going really close. I think it's gone
It's
what
3-2.
1-0, 1-1, 2-1,
Yeah, they've just
2-2,
been trading
3-2.
lives back and forth.
It's crazy. We've been really technical set too, like a lot of stuff to think about for both players, a lot of close games, a lot of ones that were probably winnable for both sides,
Yeah,
even,
and all
but
the
just
ones that
really
were winnable on both sides felt like high rolls for both players, which was very, very fun to watch. Still can't
this
believe.
board looked so good after turn 5 that I forgot how bad it was the first 4 turns. Yeah, true.
Yeah, no, there's been several rounds where it's just like the boards go insanely like peak. They
Mikey.
just pop off ridiculously hard, drop in the mid game, and then pop off again.
Mhm.
It seems like both of the players have been like pretty cyclic in the quality of their boards and how long they commit to them, which is, I think, a sign of really good players. The fact that you can recognize when to get out of what you're currently doing, because
Definitely,
God
yeah.
knows I can't.
And also knowing when to lose, like,
Hmm.
something that a lot of people will do will be very half-hearted in their, pursuits in something, like,
Hmm.
to say, like, you don't like, to say it doesn't matter whether
Yeah.
you win or lose or fight is always gonna be kind of a misnomer,
Right.
and is always gonna be, like, inefficient theoretically,
Hmm.
and at the best level of play, people will always be searching for, like, how can I min-max super hard?
Yeah.
And a big part of that would be knowing what fight you're going to win or lose on, basically. Knowing what
Right.
fight, or playing in a way that is good enough to win, or if you can't play good enough to win and you intuit that correctly,
Yeah.
just punt,
Bas-
like not caring about trying to win, not
basically,
half-hearting it, because if you half-heart it and you don't get there, you lost a lot of value trying to tempo
yeah.
and failing.
Basically recognizing, are you doing well enough that you can actually win the turn? If not, how do you set up for future turns rather than prioritizing the immediate win? Because the immediate
Yeah,
win is not feasible anyway.
I forgot
This,
to set the pin message to
oh, to
unpin.
not last for
Uh,
just 20 minutes.
Yep, my bad. Let me remake it. Whoopsie.
This is a really strong tempo board. Uh, I can't see this losing unless he just gets demolished by something big, but not sure. Oh yeah, yeah, you're right. Switch protected
There we go.
from Kai to Markoto. Thank you.
Oh yeah, you were switched, right?
Yeah, we're switched, but I didn't switch the icon.
Oh, the eye.
Yeah,
Yeah, fair.
the eye.
Yeah, sorry, Nelson, again, blue background is Markoto, so we were switched,
Yeah,
it was
yeah,
just the
yeah.
eye.
We did switch, but we did
No worries.
spectate Kai last game.
Mhm. Oh, there's a 50-50 for
That
him to win that fight, I think, but I'm not sure.
mhm.
Uh,
Was that?
this is yeah, because if the oh wait, never mind. I thought yeah, no, no, if the
No.
ant hit the if the ant hit the camel
Oh.
instead of hitting the
Oh. Okay.
kangaroo,
Okay.
he would have got to swing an extra time on the with the camel, and then that would have
Gotcha.
got extra kangaroo stats. I don't know if it would have been relevant though.
Hmm. I was just looking at Kai's board, thinking that this board was entirely deterministic, forgetting that amp buffs still continue to troll.
Fair.
uh,
That is an interesting spider pair. I think he might be thinking it's bait, and he might be just right on that. It's
yeah.
really hard to skip, but
I mean, he could.
you really want
Yeah, I was gonna
the
say
BT
he
to say
could
okay.
just sell out of the ant, have perfect gold for it, and now he has another triple to look for because the level 2 ant is, it's good. I don't know if it's good
Yeah,
enough to lock and deny yourself future triples. That's another thing
this is
that's
very
quite
fair.
awkward is that once you have a pet that is level 2, it is both strong and also like locking your board up significantly. So getting off of a tier
Yeah,
1
for
relatively
sure.
quickly is nice. And those are functionally still like 4/4 stat lines. So he's not actually losing out any stats compared to not having the um
So true.
ant. That being said, it's not stats on high value units like the camel or kangaroo.
Mhm. And now, yeah, now he's just playing to find triples. Oh, this
Yeah.
is a hard decision. These are both really good,
Yeah.
but you have this kangaroo. Yeah, I
Yeah.
like this, and I like just garlic on the kangaroo. And now you're like, I want to find level 2 spider, I want to pill it, and then I want to start
Hmm.
scaling the thing that I pilled into. Because a lot
Right.
of things that you could hit out of it get much better when there's the possibility of them being buffed, unless it's like elephant, in which case it's horrible. But like pretty much everything else would love to get penguin scaled.
Kyeogre,
And just
cover your ears. It's okay. Uh, I mean, the elephant wouldn't be the worst here with the camel already on board, but yeah, it's not ideal.
that's
Because I
true,
don't think it's
to be
going
fair.
to, especially going into dog, like the elephant's almost certainly going to get one
Get
shot
there.
by the
He gets
dog.
the dog.
Ooh,
Oh, but he doesn't get there.
yeah, it was close, but not good
The
enough.
horse is too big.
See, freeze
Kai
the
plays
hill
dog
here.
lines very well. He also finds a lot of dogs. I don't know if
Yeah,
you remember the set we watched again with
dude,
Sam.
it was disgusting. There were so many
On a
dogs.
lot of those guys. There's the spider. It's
Yeah,
quite early in the turn, so you could consider buying it now so that you get penguin scaling, but he decides instead to just do
yeah.
this, which is super reasonable, I think.
I think it was
And you're
probably a
rolling now
mis.
for
I think it was a mistake to not
fish.
save the pill from earlier because now he's probably hoping to find it. But
Oh, did he skip a pill earlier? That's
yeah,
interesting.
he had it in
Yeah,
the
no, I
opening
didn't
board
think
and just
he did.
didn't pull it. Because
No, I agree.
realistically, what other food items does he want? Garlic would have been good if he still had the camel, so maybe that was it. But even
He
then,
probably maybe just wanted to like apple the kangaroo or something, I guess.
right?
But no, when he's rolling for triples, he's always gonna prioritize rolling for triples over buying an apple on 3 gold, I think,
Hmm.
when he has 2 of them to find. So yeah, no, this is just I think he probably just missed it.
Yeah, he
But
already has the
no,
garlic on the kangaroo. I don't think there's any other real equipment, but the apple could be reasonable. And he did buy the kangaroo to stack as if it was an apple. So it's, yeah. I don't think there's a ton that he was really able to look for there besides another fish
mm.
once he had the spider, anyways.
So yeah, now we're looking to see what he gets as a level. He would love monkey here, probably is best.
Hmm.
Cow's also good, shark's also good. Turkey a little worse when you have like a spot like this. Again, he could have won that fight if he got better what's it
Spider
called, spider
luck.
luck, but it was not likely, so no crying about it. There's a shark, that's
Shark's
pretty
not
good.
bad at all.
You probably just have to sell fish for double penguin,
Hmm. And then
and he
probably just
does.
pull in the kangaroo to try and get the, yeah.
Yeah, no pill, but I think it's fine to scale. Now it's definitely fine to just scale spider. You don't need to
Oh,
pill it
100%.
because it's a summon for the shark, which is great, and it's also some extra
The other word's terrifying. Yeah.
swings for the kangaroo.
I
Yeah,
think,
that board is probably this is very, very bad,
yeah.
even though it looks very, very good.
It, yeah. I don't know how much longer it'll be able to hold up for, but it is at the moment very, very scary. But now with
Yeah, at
the
some
double
point,
scaling on Kanga and Spider as well as
spider.
a Shark on board, essentially it's like having, well, the Kangaroo and the Shark should hopefully match the dogs at least in terms of tempo.
Hopefully,
One Turkey and
the worry
Jogre,
would
yeah.
be basically like the worry would be dog just sweeping through the kangaroo and then like sweeping through the penguins as well.
Yeah.
Markoto like really wants to avoid his kangaroo dying to the dog. If he can kill the dog with the shark and then sweep everything else with his garlic, that would
Hmm.
be ideal for him, and that's why he's doing this. It's a really
Oh,
nice idea.
yeah, I do actually really like this positioning.
Oh, it got immediately hard punished by double
I
rhino. Uh, you can't really,
don't.
can't really do much about that.
Oh, that's. Hmm.
Yeah, double rhino is so rough, actually.
Yeah.
Uh,
I think the spider tanking the rhino snipe isn't the worst thing there because realistically, you just want to try and centralize as much stats onto the shark and the kangaroo as possible. So I think that was probably still
yeah.
ideal, but that's still such a bad matchup to run into at that point. Soul Reed.
Do you have to level this now? This is really hard. Working out like how do you
Yeah.
play this turn? It's
Do
actually
you
really,
do you
really hard to work
do
out
you
what
ever
to do.
pull in the bison here?
No. God, I'm afraid not. It's far too late.
No, yeah, but look at him. He's so cute.
Especially because like think about it, you'd have to combine one of your penguins, which is giving more
Oh,
stats than the bison gives.
does he does he ever pill the spider here? Because the spider functionally only has one round of penguin butts on it anyways. And then that gives
I
plus
don't
two
think
plus
any of
two
the
to
tier
the,
I don't think any of the tier oh, it does give +2. That's true. It gives stats to the shark.
yeah.
Maybe, actually. Maybe. I think his logic was probably just that Spider is probably still actually just better than,
Yeah.
anything he could've got, which is probably right.
Yeah. Yeah, no,
Oh,
it's
this is so
reasonable.
hard.
Oh, but I don't like that turtle positioning at all.
Uh, well, the idea with it is you it does a little extra damage, and then you can, like, chips the Rhino a little bit into range of dying to the Spider. Or
Hmm.
that happens, I guess.
Dude,
Oh, the elephant.
what
It'll
a
be relevant.
helpful
It'll be
little
relevant.
guy.
It'll be
Not
relevant.
relevant though.
Okay, we're good. He's very happy that this it's a repeat of last game, though. He's down to really low lives. Kai has really high lives, and, like,
Hmm.
I don't know. Kai has level 3 dog coming. You didn't find a scaler to go late game with.
Right.
You're just struggling.
Yep.
There is a boar, though.
Is
Boar's
it
pretty good.
I was gonna say, is it ever boar here and then who goes? Because the boar is really awkward with
Probably
the turtle still on board.
the thing is, there's probably a reasonable argument that Penguin needs to go so that you don't die. But then how do you win long term?
Right.
And yeah, so he's wanting to try
Oh.
and greed and save the game. Because selling Penguin would probably win the turn,
Hmm.
but selling Shark is more likely to win the game. And that's what he
Right.
needs to be thinking about, and that's why he did this, and I think it's reasonable.
Hmm.
The good thing about Turtle is that it can live one Rhino snipe also. So he
Oh.
won't get chain killed, but he also will get chain killed because the Rhino can get level 2. And it's very
Right.
likely that the Rhino gets level 2 because of the fact that there's, already
And
because of the fact that he already has a pair of
the
them.
spider feint would trigger first over the. Well, I guess it doesn't matter because the spider wouldn't die from a level 2 rhino after the
Oh, yeah, no,
single
the
buffs.
Turtle gives Melon and then Rhino breaks it is the order,
Hmm. Oh, right, right, right.
always, essentially. So the Spider would always just live but loses Melon. It would probably a Spider would probably prefer losing, its Melon. Ugh.
Yeah, Kanga's not get big
Yeah, that
enough.
fight's pretty tough. Uh,
Oh, but there's
not
a
getting
potential
there, and look at
scam
the size of
option.
the dog.
He's got
The
the.
thing is, Kai hard cycled that turn, so maybe it's winnable. Maybe
Yeah.
you
He
really need Pill.
he needs
You
that
really need
pill.
Pill.
He needs to get this tiger in,
Mhm.
and he needs to get the Scorp on board, I think. His Scorp is probably the only way that he actually beats the dog here, assuming it doesn't get melon, which at this point he could
Yeah,
potentially get melon on it by just cycling the giraffe or the scorpion.
the Rhino just covers it really well though, because it
Yeah,
can snipe like if you can't second it, you can't do anything basically.
yeah.
And then you can also
You could
just
you could
Kai can also buy a chili or a deer or something. There's
yeah,
a lot of ways for him to invalidate it. And yeah, he has to he skips it. I think he thinks that he can still win without it, which is reasonable. If he finds Pill, what
yeah.
he can eventually play for is like Pill on Turtle onto Boar, and then
Hmm.
Tiger Boar, and then Boar just farms its way up to high enough stats to chunk the dog hard, and then you kill the dog with something else.
There's the pill finally. He's
There's
seen
Pill.
he's seen like
Perfect.
no pills this entire game, so that's huge that he finally does hit it.
You have to Pill into
He's
Boar.
got to
There's
go
no
onto the board.
question, I think.
Mmm.
He doesn't. This is game deciding. I don't know this is gonna get there though.
Yeah,
Puts Apple there to hit the breakpoint. I don't know. I don't know. I don't think this is gonna work.
I
I
don't
think
think
it's
so
gonna get
either.
hit through Melon. I think this is a misplay. Gets a
No, it gets
huge
him there this
stats and he gets
turn.
a trade. Well played. I kind of suck.
Did
Yeah, you
the
gotta
melon
hope.
make the difference there? And now you can just buy melon in the shop
It did. It
too.
did. The Mel made a huge difference there.
Is it
Getting
ever
to full trade the dog instead of getting traded by it.
is it ever swap the no, it's never swapped the penguin there for the monkey. It's just worse in every way.
Yeah, it is. Really, you need to roll four. Steak is good. Steak is really good.
Steak is, yeah.
More Tiger is freeze rollable, but realistically, you need to spam equipments to keep
Hmm.
yourself from dying.
And steak goes straight onto the tiger, I assume. Actually, it could go onto the
Yeah,
penguin quite nicely too
so
because
much.
of the potential shark.
Yeah, God, if that was such a dangerous game taking the melon there,
Hmm.
because if they found level 2 Rhino, you would just lose immediately.
Right.
But him doing what he did was actually so much better for the turn that it is,
Hmm.
like, impressive. is like super impressive. Oh, this chili is so good. No,
Goodbye, Chili.
the chili could have killed melons. Yeah, I could have done a lot. I think it would have been really good.
Unknown
But you're
Spider for Exodia out, I guess. But like everything's
fair because you have
very
tigers, so you want to go
position
with the
locked
snake.
too.
Yeah, he wants to basically not commit to the boar and then find snake and sell it, and then you have already a level 2 tiger to go behind it straight away.
Mm, that was quite
Which
nice,
is,
actually.
let's see, this again. Every fight is obviously insanely relevant, but one up Scorpion doesn't get there. The snake is gonna
That
kill. Oh no, it's not. There's a melon. No.
yeah. So it was
I
actually
thought,
stake
uh,
the.
I think you might have won if you chilied on
Oh,
the
you're
boar,
right. Because I
but
would have
he
broken
didn't
both
want it.
melons.
I think it would have. I'm not sure, but yeah, nice play by Kai as he goes up 4-2. And we're gonna go back to him again. Melon turtle, yeah, or one up turtle. Kai is like the only person I see one up turtle anymore. He
Yeah,
used to
no, the
be a
one up
very big
turtle is
tech.
sick.
Because I don't know, there was an old time when turtle or when foods used to not uh
Leapfrog.
jump over each other. Yeah, exactly. And like right when that was changed, people experimented a lot with one up turtle, and that was
Hmm.
like probably when it was most popular.
Right.
And now he's like the only person who still does it.
Yeah, but it was really sick
Very
there.
interesting balance. Yeah, I did a huge amount.
Yeah. Because it basically it just
Would have,
lets you chain two big units together if you only have access to
yeah,
if you can't just get the melon straight onto it.
exactly. Yeah, the that was definitely in Kai's favor that game.
Hmm.
He just did the right things to get there. Yeah, sorry, give me a second. Kai's stream is loading for me. I see that you're on it just fine. So,
Oh,
no worries. Oh,
that's pretty good.
nice to
Kai
see.
ran into just all the horses. I hear the horse
I
line is
see.
pretty good these days. Melon Turtle is so cool. I think he just speaks to the strength of Melon. Melon Turtle? One Up Turtle is quite interesting. But yeah, Turtle is strong. Or rather, Melon is quite strong.
Yeah, it does. This is best of 11 in the title it says. So first person to get to 6. And yeah, hi Ernie. And hello everyone. Thanks for sticking around. We're already 2 hours into the set, but it's in theory only halfway through.
Hmm.
Assuming Markoto can make a comeback because he's starting to trail. This isn't anything crazy. Like you're always going to be at least one game behind. So what's two?
Right.
But yeah, Kai also I find it so interesting that Kai values the HP on the horse over on the tier up a lot of the time. It's a super interesting idea
I mean, it makes the horse into like an
to
actual
do what
unit
he
instead of just support, which is quite nice.
does. And he loves playing for a horse to be an actual unit and playing in a way that commits to it, that keeps it healthy, which covers stuff like Dolphin. It's like it's an
Hmm.
uncommonly done thing, but I really
Yeah,
like it.
because normally you want to get off of horse relatively quickly, I think, a lot of the time, but it does provide a lot of tempo. And we're playing into boards like a dog, which is just able to play into basically anything. Like, just the extra stats from being able to cycle, even if temporary, are quite useful. Just gives you more
Yeah,
momentum,
you're
which is
right.
quite nice.
It does indeed have to be Dolph.
Yeah,
And he also got this flamingo with some stats on it already, which is nice.
yeah. I don't see this board not at the very least drawing.
Yeah, I agree. But let's see. Oh, Markoto has another super slow board.
Hmm.
For the second half of this set, I feel, at least like the last couple games, it felt like Markoto started being quite slow.
Hmm.
And I don't know if it's his shops, like, I didn't get to see,
Did
this
he
game or the game before last, but he's trailing in lives
did he have
a lot of the
the
time
duck
now.
triple set up previously, or is that just?
He had the jump triple
Oh,
set up previously. I assume he just you see how he bought all of these random units?
hmm,
I think he just probably rolled a couple times and, like, rolled into these and didn't wanna sell duck on them because they're all in separate shops, and
right.
then one thing led to another, and now he's here, and now he's playing slow. He's
Yeah,
gonna take his duck level later, and then he's gonna put on different units that are benefiting more from the stats. Like a dolphin benefits more from the stats than a spider or a flamingo,
I see Mouse sets
for
up for
example.
tier 4, but it's just better. It depends.
Sets up for tier 4 as in, he has a level up for it.
Yeah.
Which, yeah.
Like if the shop isn't being cooperative, there's not too much that you can do about it. And we don't have Koto's perspective on how the actual luck leading up to that shop was. So it might have just been largely forced.
Yeah, it might have been. There is an argument that, like, I know a lot of people take stats or happy taking stats onto Spider
Hmm.
and using Spider as a buff target. And I mean, Markoto even just did that last game.
Right.
So there is a possible chance that he just did it wrong. But I mean, look at his board now. He's got this massive Badger
Yeah.
and stats on the Snail as well. He's not
So
always playing for tier 4, but he might be playing for turn 4.
mhm.
Skunkle theory is what it's called usually.
The rabbit
Um,
squirrel would have been quite cool, but I feel like squirrel
It
is
would.
very hard to play correctly in
It is.
general. Because,
Really, the main use for Squirrel right now is if you have a worm
yeah,
and you've been like stocking up on apples and you have a bunch of stuff frozen, you can make it all cheaper.
yeah. I think the other like good use case for it is going into turn four, just looking for cans while picking up and setting up for triples, and then you can get discounted cans. But I don't even know how
Wow,
good that
really
necessarily is.
super greedy by Kai. Again, I can tell he really doesn't like wasting money. Like he
Hmm.
doesn't like wasting money, but selling Dolphin is a big, big, big commitment. And you'll have to see if it works out. But yeah, this is just something I've been noticing.
Yeah, yeah. Even to the current board, it doesn't trade super efficiently.
Huh.
So we'll see how that works out. Looks like it'll be fine actually. Assuming no, yep, nothing super broken out of the uh, spider. Can you tell that I'm tired? I'm trying to figure out what the name of that guy is.
Yeah, he's still on the fight. And there's another fish triple, and yeah, like again, he just
Hmm.
wants to buy this fish thing on freeze
Yeah,
honey now. It's probably not buy
yeah,
honey, to be completely honest. He sees it. It was a fair freeze. I don't think there's anything else he would buy on this board.
yeah.
Other than it. But like maybe you would take a second pill. See the second pill.
Makes sense.
There's
And
the
he's
triple
just
again.
digging for the spider or
Mm.
the sheep there.
It's another game where he's just got to turn 7 with 6 lives,
Hmm.
and you're just happy with that. Like regardless of what your board looks like, if you get to this point with 6 lives,
Right.
you could just hit turkey.
I don't think
Or
it.
basically anything, and your board will kind of be reborn on these turns.
Right, because you're just basically pivoting out of most of your board to just get onto something
Yeah,
fresh.
exactly.
I don't think Honey Sheep is good. The chat's going off on Honey Sheep. I don't think it's good because you don't want to necessarily
Agreed.
keep the uh
Yeah.
you don't want to be
For
keeping the horse
people,
that much longer necessarily. And if you wanted to pill out of your sheep, then it's you're still not actually
that's
getting
very
extra
true.
money. In fact, you might be
Yeah.
losing money. Does it prioritize the honey over the sheep
It
spawns?
prioritizes the sheep spawns, but that's a good
Okay.
point. Like, I didn't think about that, but yeah. I think the reason people were saying it, to be clear, is because of Hello Eggy, right?
No.
She's a TO now actually of Team Tour, but she played her first season of Team Tour a little bit ago, and she's a VTuber. She's a big content creator,
Mm-hmm.
so it was a big deal when she joined Team Tour. And
Oh.
one thing she did during her set was honeying a sheep, and then it's just became a meme
Oh,
basically.
okay,
And that's
okay, okay.
everyone
Hi,
has a
hi guys.
passive
I don't.
recognition.
Hi. I'm a commentator, but I've seen so much.
No, no, don't worry. That's a deep, it's a deep
uh,
cut. Yeah, Shark is
uh,
huge. I mean, look how big Shark
yeah,
is already. By the way, like
he's doing
it's
good.
crazy.
God, it would even be worth to just like cycle another
Kai's
pill on
going.
the.
Sorry, I just had to point out Shakai's going for a second level 2 sheep
I know, yeah.
this game, which is I
I
don't think I've ever seen that before. But let's see what's Kai's board. Did he just freeze free?
oh, he still makes
Froze
it too.
free. Oh,
Nice.
draws nice.
Yeah, I feel like going
Yeah,
for
even into
these.
Turkey early.
I think going for the second
Nice stuff.
level two sheep here actually makes a lot of sense because it's just a good pill target. It's
Yeah, I agree.
basically piggy bank, and that's how
You
he's
don't
using
even
it.
necessarily need to hit multiple
Hmm.
or like hit all of them. Like you might just pill out of the sheeps individually and just
Yeah.
sell them off, which is gold neutral.
Hmm.
The pill costs 1 gold and you gain 2 gold back from or the pill costs 1 gold, and then you gain 2 gold, which is a net gain of 1 gold, which is the same as just selling a pet is a net gain of 1 gold.
Hmm. I also really like
That's
pulling
awesome.
the deer there outright. It just
Mhm.
immediately trades
Nice.
through and starts doing damage onto the badger.
Time to sell yep, nice. Really good breakpoint at this again. Another level 2 sheep for Kyeogre. As he's considering these badgers, because what you can do with badger is you can pill 1 badger,
Hmm.
and then kill stuff around you, and get
Hmm.
multiple triggers with 1 pill.
Oh,
It's a
that's quite
super
nice.
efficient strat. He's not going for it, but it can be good. It's just an interesting idea. I know a lot of people would be happy to see him do it if he did. All the cool strats are popular.
Hmm.
Uh,
Oh,
let's
goodbye to an
see.
extra sheep
Ooh, yeah.
or ram
Markoto
rather.
positioned nicely there. Further back, Badger
Hmm.
to keep the shark in check is nice.
Ever just
Oh, is
go dragon here and tempo
that
out?
camp
Or
sucks. You kinda have to go dragon, it's just sad. Like,
yeah,
you're not really that happy with it.
I said tempo there. Just go for long term rather, and just get the
Correct.
game finished.
Mhm. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I was confused for a second, but no.
Yeah, because what I
Dragon
said
is
was
great, that's fine.
silly. But yeah, no, I think this is definitely the play on 4 lives.
Yeah, he does see chili, nice.
Yeah.
I think you can chili dragon, actually.
Oh, and it should actually
Uh,
trade both of the deers, assuming that he doesn't combine them.
yeah, Dakota's on 2 lives, Phoenix. Yeah, the dragon could theoretically trade both. It also just could cover, like, melons, it could cover
Hmm.
scorpion,
Yeah, it's
a
just
lot of things.
good.
Like, putting chili on a smaller unit and then putting it to the front
Gives a lot of
doesn't
utility.
just cover it doesn't just cover the things that the chili covers, but it also covers the things that having a small unit front covers.
Hmm.
It's, like an ultimate buffer unit to protect your other stuff. He doesn't go for it, but yeah. Okay,
And
now you probably aren't even meant to level the dragon, or put chocolate towards the dragon compared to putting chocolate towards the shark. I might be wrong, but yeah,
mm,
it might just be better to level 2 shark than it is to level 2. Jesus Christ, Markoto's board is
yeah.
yeah. The problem is, I think he's realized he can't really be stable at the moment into Markoto's board, so he
Hmm.
needs to play slow, and playing dragon is slow,
Right.
and he goes for this level up. The reason that this is good and better is because you can get a tier 6, and that tier 6 could have been a dragon in itself. It has a chance.
Right.
So,
Right. But now he's just
but
going for
instead
good
he
buff
finds a
targets to
gorilla
go
with
with
a big
it.
buff target.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. These are pretty good. He can probably keep freezing. He's gonna have
Okay.
to unfreeze. Oh,
I'm sorry. Did you have some
after
commentary about
Kyogre
how we
chop.
should play that out? Because I don't think I think it's sorted itself. There's nothing to play
Yeah, I was
here.
gonna say, in any other scenario where he doesn't have double chocolate there, he would have probably had to unfreeze these to look for his dragon more easily, which would have been kind of
Yeah,
unfortunate.
100%.
But that doesn't matter anymore. I think the game is
Yeah, I think
pretty
it's
set in stone.
very clear now what's the game plan's gonna be. I wonder if he goes for the 1-up turtle here and just sells out of the uh, sheep here. I think it'll just depend on if he actually finds Mel in the
Yeah,
shop or if he finds.
he might big turtle. I feel like Kai is the kind of person who would just go for that, but it would depend. Like if he hit something really good out of his tier up and he has a pill or something,
Oh, true,
I
true,
could
true.
definitely see him. Yeah, like
Yeah,
he could hit. I don't know, like another dragon or something, or
yeah.
a leopard, or yeah, whatever. But
I was just
the
thinking
real
because of how
kicker would be
locked
to
his
get a
shop
pill.
is, but 100% he's getting 2 good potential units out of the tier up there.
Yeah. And
He
does
might
Melon go
still win
first?
this.
Melon goes second. No, he
No, no,
loses.
fly's too good. I forgot.
Markoto's doing what Kai did to hit. This is like a complete flip of that other game. Do you remember the
Hmm.
one where he had? Do you remember the game where Markoto had level 2 dragon and
Yeah,
and
yeah.
and
Level
Kai had a
six.
shit ton of
Yeah.
turkeys, and now the exact opposite's happening.
Listen, he doesn't have 4 turkeys yet though, so I think he's still got a chance. But Kai also does not have 4 dragons.
Oh, and here's what yeah, and here's that exact scenario again, by the way, where, like, it wasn't a pill, but it was a melon, and that's enough
Hmm.
to also sell
Yeah,
out of,
out of the turtle because
this
you already are
turtle,
getting the value
and there's
of the
also a
turtle
leopard.
anyways.
This is yeah, huge. And, I mean, leopard is
Oh,
incredible here
yeah.
because
All these
if you
guys are gonna
kill
be
any
small.
backliner with it eventually. Mhm. The main thing is, like, you could just Makoto could just, like, buy 1-ups, but Markoto also needs to improve his board.
Hmm.
Needs to get better in a
Yeah.
way that can actually still win against all this dragon scaling.
Yeah.
So he needs to balance both getting good enough to take 3 lives off of Kai while also being protected from getting scammed by this leopard that's gonna get to enough attack to start killing these backliners
Right.
pretty soon.
And I think one of the insane things about summons is that they power spike so hard off of just getting the base units, but afterwards they're very experience hungry, so they kind of slow down significantly in terms of how good they get. So he's
Oh, good point, Viasat.
so he's probably going
It's actually
to
free.
take him.
So Viasat points out that you should freeze pill here because you have a cricket on board that you can pill and then get the gold back, so it's actually free.
Oh, you're right.
And in return you get some shark sailing. Yeah. Violet Citizen, not me. I
Yeah,
wasn't
yeah,
talking about myself, by the way. I just realized I thought I
yeah. No,
like
I
that.
see Violence isn't in the chat.
Yeah,
That's true. That's
they're
very true.
smart. Uh,
I think shark stats are less important, potentially. I mean, the sharks already had on stats, but I think you're at this point
I
just
might take
racing
a
for
flashback.
any decent stats, right? So,
Oh, Markoto found 2 melons on his sorry,
oh,
I didn't realize, yeah.
yeah. So
Markoto found 2
this,
melons on this thing already, so it's like he's super locked
yeah,
in to be, like, safe-ish here at least.
yeah. So the
And hitting those
leopards,
melons is really, like, makes the leopard kinda worthless.
yeah,
Not worthless, but it's far less likely to do something now because if it hits those melons,
it's not going to
it's kind
kill
of like
through
not
them
hitting
anyways.
anything.
Yeah,
Yeah, and then those melons won't have mattered later on in the game anyway because the shark would just kill through them.
hmm, it's just a tier
So
six
there's
mosquito
never
now.
really any value you can get out of them. Yeah, effectively. It kind of does happen sometimes.
That's one gold. It's not
You
free.
also can't kill through ever, which is tough. You maybe need more snipes? I don't know, this is tough.
Hmm.
He just needs to hope his stats get there, like, just spamming stats gets there.
Yeah,
His especially a big swing for him is his gorilla getting big enough to start actually gaining coconut, though. That is a very big deal.
yeah. And if you can get a level on the gorilla at the point that it is actually consistently trading, then
Yeah, I bet Fluff, I forgot
it'll
about
actually
how
provide
they
consistent
work.
value.
Yeah. Let's see. It's a 1-up. The melon again is broken, but it doesn't matter.
Right.
Uh, do you get that there's no fly triggers left you're gonna kill through
There we
melon?
go.
It's another draw. Draws are really good for Kai. Like, he's happy with this, but oh, Markoto's board is so scary, but you have
Ooh,
another
another
life
pagan.
after this to potentially get there. You have way better buff targets than Markoto had when he was on the side of this.
Hmm.
I think there's very I think what's it called? I think I can get there with this team.
Yeah, I think he's
It's
probably
definitely
safe.
tough though.
Oh,
Yeah, cricket this turn. I would probably freeze
yeah,
Tiger instead. I think a really good benefit of Tiger into these melons is the Tiger can usually the way Leopard works if it levels is it hits different things.
yeah, but it could
The same
hit the
leopard
same
can
thing
hit 2
again.
things, but Tiger leopard can hit 2
Yeah,
things. And so it does give you some extra odds, and he does decide to freeze Tiger instead. Yeah, Snake does nothing.
yeah,
Although, like, obviously it can do stuff into that board, but it's only 5 damage, and it would require a lot of consecutive hits that you're very happy with to actually
actually
get
make a
value.
difference. Yeah, you'd need to
The odds are
get.
probably significantly worse than Tiger Leopard would be.
I think if he already had, if he was making the choice now between having a leopard on board versus having a snake on board, I'd probably prefer the snake. But obviously, this is a 30-24 leopard at this point. There's no way to ever justify not supporting the leopard instead.
Mhm.
He should get some sort of equipment on this dragon though at some point. Like having a stake on there would have been so nice to just speed up that kill on the
Exactly,
mammoth.
yeah. Let's see. Is he gonna get there? He's going through Melon, he's
It's
going through Melon again,
very
but nope,
close, but not close
the
enough.
little switch up in his positioning by Markoto
Is it
allows him
ever
to get there.
save this fly for just breaking melons?
Oh, I think the melons aren't relevant to break for the same reasons as we were talking about before, right? Like,
Yeah, true. He's one shotting through
you don't
melons
trigger too
anyways.
much
Yeah,
chance. Here, you will just buy Tiger
by
and then
tiger
buy a
stack
stake.
leopard.
I think it's better to buy stake this turn than buy a
Oh
leopard stack
yes,
because you're on 1 life.
yeah, 100%.
Stake here makes sense because you could theoretically kill something with it. God, this is tough. Yeah.
Yeah.
Obviously, this fight's gonna be a big decider. I think I might have staked the dragon in case of like a draw, because if that does happen, right, like then you would
Mm-hmm. You're
be
basically
able to
making
sell
just
Tiger and keep cycling tier ones.
yeah. You're
But
making
now you've
this,
lost the stake if you draw.
and you're stuck making a decision between if you want to sell out a dragon or if you want to sell out a tiger, and it seems
Mhm.
probably much better to just sell out of the tiger. Try and just pump the stats still.
Yeah. God, this is hard. All
Mm-hmm.
these melons that Koda found, I mean, it's crazy. Like for me personally, uh, I haven't been playing as much this meta. It's really, really crazy to see Turkey contesting boards that are this big.
Yeah.
Uh, 2 games in one set to show how strong this unit is.
Goodbye.
Oh, both die. Oh, and the fly overwrote, I think. I don't know exactly how that works.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I mean, the board is so much weaker now for Markoto. He has
Yeah,
one more
that
life
was
to give.
disgusting.
Did he switch to double one up? He switched to stake on. Was that misclick? He switched to
Uh,
stake on Turkey and lost his Turkey to that. Why did he?
Maybe
What?
because he was concerned about the
He
shark.
might think he needed it.
I
Yeah,
think.
he might think he like actually needed it to win, which is
Yeah.
really.
Is it
I'm not
ever
sure though, because
sell a
like yeah,
dragon?
the
Yeah.
downside of that's horrible. Yeah, he's selling dragon. Uh oh, for snake.
Yeah, that's
Interesting.
what I was
Oh yes,
thinking
that
too.
makes sense compared to other stuff. He has
Because
these both freeze rolled because if he eats a chocolate or something, or
then he knows what
either
to
or leopard or a
prioritize.
tiger, he wants to see which he gets. Yeah.
At this point, I
Oh,
think
this
you
is
just rip
interesting.
both of them and then just.
Farming with snake tiger, so cool. I like cupcaking actually. I like cupcaking. Oh wait, this is
Mm,
huge. Finding tiger.
or is it
This is last
ever?
fight, so he really needs to do something else.
Yeah, I was gonna say, does he
Like a
ever
chili makes a lot of
chili
sense.
the? Yeah, I'm not sure what I would chili there. He was hoping for melon.
Can't chili the gorilla. This is probably just the best target because
Yeah.
already has stake. Snake is too small. Gorilla's gonna replace it,
Hmm. I
and
wasn't sure if it was
Shark
valuable
already
enough
has
on
melon.
the gorilla because it would just smack through another one, but like it's a summon board, so it really
Yeah,
isn't that
fair.
valuable to break the melons.
Hmm.
Cupcake Gorilla survives the stake front.
Interesting. That's true.
Yeah.
Although that depends on what's front.
If the MAMS gets changed into a stake, but I don't think it's worth it. The extra
Could say that.
value of the one up is just really good.
Yeah. Oh my god, the turkey's dead again. By the way.
Snake knew the mission.
And look, watch this go. Shreds. It's a
Oh my
whole guy
god.
there. And this time, the scaling won. But really, it was Kyeogre that won, and now he's at match point.
Bird good,
Wow, I mean, this set started so even,
but
but
not good
Kai's
enough.
won 3 games in a row now.
Yeah. So
I
why did
think
Markoto stake the
Markoto
turkey?
thought he needed good RNG to win. That's my guess. But I think he could have just been fine. Like, I think he could have still got there.
Yeah. I
Um,
think
on those
real
turns with the safe. Like, he could have played safe because he gets there, but I'm not sure.
Yeah, the previous rounds it was just really close in terms of like the start
Yeah,
was the
this.
last line. So do you prioritize safety on your turkeys or do you prioritize the huge potential swing of actually trading through that shark?
Yeah, exactly.
So it just didn't pan out
It's
those
interesting.
following turns, especially with the tiger and the leopard cooperating.
But why need good RNG when you have bird? Yeah, it's definitely there's definitely questions to be asked about like it, but like I think his thought process was reasonable and like the conclusion he came to, it can often just come down to different players' interpretations of the game and how it was
Right.
going. But let's switch back to him and see.
Oh, you're
Hopefully
right.
some more decision making because Markoto's had some very hard decisions to make all set. And now he has a pretty big wall to get over. He has 4 games in a row to win if he wants to make it to grand finals.
But we've seen bigger sweeps, right? There's
We have
somebody
seen a
that
big
went.
reverse sweep, yeah.
There's been what 6-0, or sorry, 5-0 going back 6-5.
Mhm, there has.
Was that Flufo?
Uh, that was Fluffo, yeah.
Yeah. Whale's the
Uh,
second best tier 5. So true. uh,
Incredible.
ooh.
No, let's
Nice
see.
double snails with
Oh,
nothing
double
worth
snail
buffing.
on your throw round? That's so good. No, because like you're gonna
Oh, but
get
he's getting his
2
tier
tier
ups
3s,
anyways. Yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah. And he has the pig to be able to justify doing whatever here.
Oh, and he has, oh my god, this is
Ooh,
so strong.
snail, rabbit with the camel is a good buff target.
Exactly, look at
That is
this.
sick.
Incredible. So what you should do here is camel, snail, snail, and then hide rabbit, and then buy it next turn because you don't need rabbit on board this turn, but you do need snail
Mm-hmm.
because the snails are on end turn stats.
Right.
On the next turn, you buy rabbit, swing super high. You can even hold on to the pig till turn 5, and yeah,
Mm-hmm.
this is insane.
Oh, he's thinking. He's thinking that he wants to just go for the bludgeon now. Oh, that's
Oh,
insane.
oh, he sold. Okay, that's
Yeah.
fair. That's fair. He wants the stats on rabbit also, which are fair.
Yeah, I think
It
that's
just
totally
instantly
reasonable.
ripped snail triple. This is unreal. I guess this is how you start a reverse, not full reverse sweep, but a
Right.
big company needs to mount.
Oh, hey, look, it's a famous dog.
Do you ever throw it around? No, you never throw it around. I think it's like always incorrect just because the value of lives is so high
Yeah.
in
Lives are
this
more
class.
important.
Mhm.
Like, snail value is really, really good, but it's just more important to actually have lives to be able to greed later into the game if you need to.
Yeah,
Because,
the reason that he took the rabbit there, and like took all the stats wasn't just because he didn't like he thought he could win, but it was I think more so because he valued the his food shop being open,
mhm.
and then valued having the snail stats land on the rabbit
Does he ever freeze the
immediately.
pigeon here?
Going into turn 5, I think no, because you're now going
Looking
to be
for
able
garlic
to
and
go into
triples on
shops.
the. Yeah.
Yes, exactly, exactly.
I don't think it's reasonable to save the pig for the salad for like tier 3 if you're specifically looking for salads. Because like there's only one unit that you really want to buff on this board, and
Yeah.
that's the camel. The rabbit could actually very reasonably go if you had some better synergy coming up anyways.
Yeah. Still loses the fight. Guy has a lot of meat bones. Or no, wait, just have one. He just has one being
Just the
moved to
one.
ignore me. Another garlic. This
Garlic
camel is so good
garlic is
this
good
turn.
here. I
You
think
can take your
it's
tier up first. You can
yeah.
also even consider taking a fourth snail
I think
with
it's
the
rip the
stats.
tier up, pull in something good if there's a good tier
Yeah,
up.
first priority.
I don't think
Mine's a
any of those
penguin.
are good.
I think penguin's good enough because the snail's pretty big and you can buy another one.
Mhm.
Penguin's just like a better giraffe at this point. So yeah,
Right. And you can
and
still
it is a bird.
giraffe
And then like
the camel if you wanted to keep pounding stats on it.
you could actually. That's true. Oh, he just full skips. He
I
goes with
think
your idea.
I think
It's actually very reasonable though.
I think probably put the stats onto the snail from the camel and just garlic the snail as well, and maybe pull in a
Hmm.
probably pull in the dolphin just because it's definitely getting a
Ooh,
kill.
tough. Yeah, it should do. I think you're probably always buying dolphin. So yeah, then the question is, what do you garlic? Oh, he
Mm.
garlics dolphin instead and try it and says he's coming to it slightly. Reasonable
It's
because it's
about the
gonna get to
same
4-6
stats,
from
yeah.
the. Yeah, exactly. So it's a little bit better
I
because if you lose another
yeah,
fight, it'll be bigger.
I actually like that quite a
So
bit
this is
better. Like one less HP on it is totally reasonable for having the ability to at least be have a stronger matchup into summons if Kai does commit to going into summons with the force line.
yeah, this is yeah. Thank you for explaining, Jamal. This is losers finals.
Mhm.
The winner will play Dead Bidoof in chat or Fluffo for the title, but they will need to pull out a bracket reset against him. They'll need to beat him twice. 2BO11 sounds like a fun time.
So we buy crab
As
next. Wait a second. Somebody's
oh,
speaking my
true.
language now.
A 4-9.
I
It's
mean,
like slightly. It's like 2 stats better than the snail, but don't worry about it.
honestly, you could. Well, actually, yeah. That now that you put it like that, I love
My bad.
crab though. He's such a cool little guy.
I do love Crab too. He was better last patch, I think, when Giraffe was on end turn.
Hmm.
Actually, that nerf and like just scaling becoming a bit worse in general, like Monkey
Yeah.
nerf as well, all does definitely make Crab quite a bit worse than it used to be. It's
Hmm.
pretty tough.
Bring back crab cakes.
Uh,
But actually, please don't.
But you guys should not play that B2B, but hopefully if you could play it like if you could schedule both like preemptively just to be not too far away from each other, would that be ideal? But yeah, no, it's no big deal if it needs to be stalled a bit. The first stream will definitely be the most important one. Although obviously, the second one decides who wins. It's just there's more is gonna happen in the first stream of finals than in
Oh,
the second stream. So let's see what the triple is.
I think it's
Rhino.
you. Do you sell the? Do you sell something to get the rhino in here? I think you almost certainly bring in the squirrel just to for the extra economy.
I think this squirrel isn't worth, unfortunately.
Oh, but he's so cute. Look at him.
I'm afraid. I
Could
think
put.
you are just happier like putting stats on. I would have put the pair on Rhino for sure. Hmm,
Mm,
that's interesting.
is he doing that to work the pair? He's doing that to work the pair.
I
I think
yeah
I think the idea is that the Rhino itself isn't worth buffing, but it's worth throwing into this matchup to try and clean up the rest of the board, and it'll just get big enough
yeah.
off the camel anyways, and
I
so he can
think the
then.
thing is with Rabbit, I always am very happy having Rhino as a buff target just because it benefits from the HP well, and you can just like spam sushis and stuff, and you have
Mhm,
good buff targets around it.
right.
Uh, and it can cover a lot of things that can be damaging, like Scorpion into Rabbit is bad and
Oh,
or is good,
100%
and
true.
Rhino covers that. It can keep you safe in a lot of scenarios. So
Mhm.
yeah, this is just I'm scared of Skunk now. I'm terrified of Skunk.
Oh, yeah,
There's no
very
Skunk,
true.
so
Dolphin scared away Scorp's thought. Yeah, but now I could easily pull in Scorp because Dolphin's gone.
he wants to sell. He's going to consolidate to buy this salad.
Oh,
Super cool.
like
With
that?
both the correct targets. Finds another pair. I think you do need to now start putting them on the Rhino. Like it's actually a bit more uh important at this point that you do it than it was
Mhm,
last turn. Because last turn at least it was for good tempo because it got Camel to the point where it could kill stuff.
mhm.
Like the attack on the Camel that you were getting from the pairs were super
It's
relevant.
actually valuable. Yeah.
Where that's not so much the case anymore.
Kind of scaring me. What happened? The 1.5 dog is
You've
gone.
gone,
Oh yeah, the dog is
yeah.
gone. Where'd the dog
Oh,
go?
what the dog doing?
He's
Yeah,
leaving.
true. I didn't notice that. That's crazy.
Oh my god.
We'll
I
just have to see. He might
and
have cans. He also might have a lot more scaling potential. He also might just think, I'm at the point where I will win this game because I'm going to outscale. But I think that's getting challenged really hard by Markoto's board, and I don't know if that was a correct, um, or I don't know if that analysis from Kyle will work out.
mhm,
He might have needed to take some extra lives and like scam some stuff out to keep himself in this. But he
right,
has two melons. Like there's definitely still odds, but I mean, stuff like this is going to keep happening. The melons aren't even good enough to win fights because there's just so many stats on the board of on
right.
Markoto's board. And now he is on sushi turns. Like it's even harder now
It's a.
to challenge him.
I don't think it's ever pulling the skunk here because he's got two decent buff targets with the penguins, right?
Hmm. They're not going to be that big that Skunk's worth it, I don't think. Versus just finding stats like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I love this is just how you play Rabbit. You consolidate, you buy every sushi,
Mm-hmm.
and like you're getting what is that? 9 stats per thing you buy? Or no, 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 not even 12 stats. You're getting 12 stats per 3 gold,
Yeah. Yeah, you're getting a ton of stats
which
from
is
it.
ridiculous.
Yeah, 12 stats. Oh my god. I think the only thing that would be even worth pulling into the board at this point in the game would just be the seal, right? The seal would just represent
uh,
more stats potentially.
it could, but I think you're much more happy in this case because you've consolidated so hard. You can
Hmm.
like throw in a bunch of tech units that play to counter the ways that Kaya tries to respond to what you're doing. Like
Right.
buying like Snake, Tiger, Fly, Scorpion, even like Croc would be fine.
Hmm.
So buying something like a seal, it just I don't think the stats are too necessary, and then in return you lose a slot of tech to potentially scam out and keep consistently performing. Does he? Oh,
That was
draw.
wild.
Kai has dragon.
Yeah.
Maybe the now it's like yeah.
He might outpace. I don't know if it was worth losing the camel triggers there, but I don't know how relevant they would have been. I think popping the
Yeah, it was an
melon
interesting
was
positioning
useful.
choice. I think he was doing that because he was terrified of, like, Scorpion, I think?
Yeah, I think that's the
And then he was
case.
scared of, like, gonna buffer. It was weird, I don't know.
Yeah, there's
But
a
now
lot
you're up
to
kill.
be reasonably scared of there.
Oh, hedgehog, that's such a cool C. I'm so glad that chat and,
Oh,
Markoto saw that at the same time, and the chili on Rhino is huge. You're
yeah.
super the biggest thing that Kai has an advantage now is the melon diff.
Hmm.
Having +2 melons is just a big deal, and that whole advantage is gone.
Does he ever try to bring on board turtle in this case?
Uh,
Probably not, right? Because it
he
might be good.
could, but I don't think he really even cares about having a melon
Hmm.
compared to just like,
Because
there's a
most
lot
of
of cases where you have, like, alternate foods like chili, garlic, steak, and
right.
stuff, and at that point, your objective is even more just to invalidate their melons than to mirror them with your own, because they can
Hmm.
often get better use out of the melons than you do,
Right. And right
and
now
this is, I think,
he's
a case where that's the case, and yeah,
that
nice.
second Rhino did good work there too.
Mhm. 2 more fights, Kai doesn't have his level, is not showing any signs of getting closer to level 2, dragon as of now.
Hmm.
Stats are still landing there.
Oh, is it ever
I think what you
pulling
can
this
do is
snake?
yeah, I like the snake a lot, I think.
Yeah.
Just continuing to punish the melons and stuff.
And then maybe
But yeah,
even just chili the snake just to give it extra HP, just in case, because the hog is going to bring it down to one. That's in a very vulnerable spot. I don't know if it's necessarily worth it, but it seems like it could be good.
you know, I think so. You could also consider honey on like you could buy the snake and then
Mm,
honey or chili the rabbit,
mm-hmm.
I think. And it's a yeah, efficient breakpoint, which is nice. And it's just the best thing you would end on in the case that you're doing that. And he goes for
Yeah.
chili instead of honey, which is fair. Um, a good thing this lets him do is depending on how Kai plays around this hedgehog, he can like sell it
Mm-hmm.
because now he still has melon punish in the form of these chilies.
Right. And if he overinvests into actually working around it, then yeah, he can just easily, because it's just a 3 gold in.
His main loss condition is Kai finding levels fast, but specifically the skunk level. Oh, is Kai actually sold out of? Yeah, this is super reasonable from Kai. Selling out of dragon because he doesn't think it's gonna. Oh,
Mm-hmm.
nice! Do you see that? The chili value.
Yeah, that
It killed
chili
the
took
skunk
down
from
the
behind,
snake.
and then the rock killed the horse. Yeah, huge.
Yeah. Oh, and the skunk as well. Yeah.
Now another sushi. You find another sushi. You could probably just rip it. Like this hedgehog is perfectly fine to stay,
Yeah.
I think. And if it hits it, then you're kind of fine with that. You can put a steak on it. You can put probably not a melon on it, but like
Yeah. And
there,
I
yeah,
don't.
there's a lot of stuff you can do to the point where sushi is just good enough, and it'll cover the potential loss conditions that snake offers.
Yeah, I don't see Kai ever swapping out of the melon equipment on the horse and the flamingo here because they're just so large.
Yeah, he's
And
so scared of doing that because if he does that, Markoto sees it and then snaps sells hedgehog, and suddenly
he
you just
has
lost
a
2 melons. Right?
and he has a good unit
So
in
he's in
place of
a
it. Yeah.
yeah, it's a catch 22 really.
Hmm.
It's very hard to deal with. He just his best bet is just to do what he did, which is front one of the melons, so that he at least gets some value out of it.
Right.
Nice hits.
Ooh.
Nice
Where does
Rhino
this?
level is
Yeah.
gigantic, I think.
Yeah. I think it goes straight to the rhino there. It doesn't make a huge difference on the camel.
It does. And there is a tiger. Like you could argue that you would sell hedgehog and go tiger for either tiger rhino or tiger snake,
Right.
and you wouldn't be crazy. You wouldn't be the craziest person in the world, to be fair.
I do like the idea of potentially pulling in the mammoth there as well, just as a replacement for the hog immediately if he does go out of it. Or goes out of the melons, rather, for some reason.
Kill and one up. Interesting. Oh, Kai's continuing to like try stuff. Oh, level 2
Oh,
rhino just chunks through the entire horse. That's
yeah.
crazy.
Yeah, that
And
horse is
Kai
just
and
gone.
Makoto's starting the comeback. It's 5-3. Wow. I mean, yeah.
That
That's
was
probably the
nutty.
biggest instance of Rhino double damage to tier ones
Hmm.
mattering.
Do we want
I don't think
to
I've seen it be that relevant
do you
at
want to
one
stay on
time.
Markoto's view or do you want to swap over to Kai's view?
Oh, I'm happy to stay on Markoto's actually
Yeah.
because he's the one trying to come back.
Hmm.
It's a good plan. Yeah.
Probably
Solid
not winnable
start.
at that point, but Kai's horse positioning was a little sus. I feel like it should.
Yeah, that's fair. He could have probably just fronted horse instead, so that it was never actually getting value traded, and then or like, so it was never getting
Mm-hmm.
owned by the rhino,
Mm-hmm.
and then you still don't lose a melon, which is
Yeah.
the main reason that you would do that in the first place. Draw first turn. Now both players are looking for a throw around. Kai's can be slightly better, or Markoto, sorry, can be slightly better because he only has a 2-pet start, which means he can combine his units more easily.
Mm-hmm.
He considers it stuck while he already has his triple. I think he's better off just rolling, but it's not unreasonable as an idea.
Yeah. You could also very easily just sell the pig if he gets another like double in the shop anywhere.
True, true.
That's one really nice thing about just picking up pig is it does give you a lot of flexibility, especially in these early rounds.
It does, it does. As Yeah, he just
Yeah.
takes a bunch of stuff. Just
Just
takes some stuff.
stats. Bank stats, banked money.
Kai go for hedges on Kai to play pack 2 and try and scam out with a high roll P2 start because there's a lot of instances where when you play puppet pack you are basically unbeatable,
Mm-hmm.
and he thinks it would be good to go for that. It's like a not unreasonable idea, but I think Kai wants to
Kai is an honorable
just
man.
solidify it. Guess he's a very similar true. Oh, early dog huge with kangaroo
Yeah.
there as well.
Oh, I think he's just going for the
What
yeah.
are we skipping dog for? Oh my goodness.
Oh, and look at
I
all of
disagree.
these pigeons that you could have cycled for the dog.
You're so right. This isn't unreasonable, I guess,
Yeah.
but I personally think this line would be a lot better if there was a dog on board.
No, I think you're right, but it
Yeah,
also does
but yeah,
require
if you
committing a
roll,
significant amount of gold into it consistently, so I can understand wanting to just set yourself up to actually be able to take triples.
yeah. As for these pigeons, I would take them because the gold breakpoint's so nice, but it's very reasonable to skip
Yeah.
them, and I might just be wrong.
I mean, that was
You can
a.
also you can just sell. Yeah, I like sell pig buy double pigeon
Mm,
as well. But now you can sell pigeon and then buy pill flamingo immediately.
yeah.
Uh, and also breadcrumbs, of course. Buy and he rolls. Okay, sure.
Yeah. And I like having this pick up in the front because the pick up front's probably going to trade with something. It gives him a better chance of his cricket 2-for-1ing before going down. So he's just more likely to actually get his
Double
kangaroo.
G?
Yeah.
I think Kai will get there. Oh wait,
Nope.
yeah, he will. Or sorry, Markoto's gonna get
Yeah.
there. I got mixed up.
Markoto was able to get through that.
Which is nice for him. Let's see. Another kangaroo shows up.
Hmm.
He just stacks, which makes sense. You don't want to like sometimes double kangaroo with a giraffe can be awkward because you can't really kangaroo chain efficiently
Hmm.
in cases like that. There's a lot of weird.
Yeah.
You
This.
have 2 rolls, by the way, because you can sell pigs still.
Oh, true, true, true.
Uh, so he should probably just roll this stuff, but it's reasonable not to.
If
It's
he
reasonable to buy Swan for an extra gold bank.
if he was going to rip the pill here, would it be better to put it on the kangaroo with the giraffe or the kangaroo with the cricket? I feel like
I
the.
think kangaroo with cricket. I usually don't like putting stats on giraffe. It's not
Hmm.
too bad to be fair.
Hmm.
Uh, but also the stats on the cricket would just be better tempo a lot of the time as well, and that can
Right.
be positive. He unfreezes and is playing for the level now instead, which is reason. Did he just end turn?
Hmm.
Did I miss that? Did he have a gold left? Did he not have a gold left? Maybe I'm
Oh,
bad.
I wasn't paying
I
attention.
might be blind. I don't know. I just thought in my head he might have like that he had a gold left for some reason.
Hmm.
But he does lose that fight. He can't get there against all the sheeps.
I think it would have given him like a
And
little hiccup or
there's
something.
garlic.
Garlic here is huge, especially into this board.
That's why he unfroze the pill. Oh my god, that's so huge.
That is very,
Penguin
very
is
nice.
perfect here.
Yeah.
This is he's getting some like theory games. Like he's getting like the
Hmm.
kind of games that you would show as an example of playing a line.
Hmm.
Like if you say, "Oh, you want a penguin line?" This is like the penguin line.
Hmm.
This should show up on the App Store
Step
on the
one.
App Store page.
Step one, reject dog. Step two, get them levels.
Yeah,
It worked out really cleanly. And I think now that he's got the
this
garlic, he's
is
going to very efficiently exchange into all of those sheep.
yeah.
So he's,
There's probably no chance of him losing this fight.
yeah.
But this is what he needs. He needs games like this where he's playing well and playing efficiently, and it's leading to All these good stat lines. Kai does have dogs though.
Yeah, I think the dogs are still
Can I?
too
Oh
small
my
though.
god,
Oh my god,
he
wait,
wins.
this now.
That's insane. Dog is so strong. The fact that
uh
those two were able to trade through that whole unit on their own
yeah,
is incredible. And now this is a lot dicier. Although it's still fine. It's just Kai can hit his dog triple. He has very good counterplay to what you're doing.
yeah.
Because he has a
Honest
dog. Dog just works so well into this.
honestly, I would
Um.
be tempted to just have rip
Oh,
the oh my god.
what the hell?
And he can
I think
just
those are worth. That's crazy. I think you're just pill. I think
uh
I would just
do
pill
you pill
flamingo and then
flamingo,
just
double buy, and then have one of them on deck because you don't actually have enough
yeah.
money? Oh wait, no, you have enough money if you sell the giraffe with the double snails.
You don't because you use one gold in the pill,
Oh, you're right, you're
so you
right.
can't buy all three. But you can buy two. I think it's still correct to sell giraffe
Yeah.
because is it? It's the same stats. No, actually, I think it's wrong to sell giraffe. Oh god, this is actually really hard.
Hmm.
So an extra snail would be 2 health on the split things, whereas an extra, we're keeping the giraffe would be an extra 1/1, which is the same up stats. So
Hmm.
this loses less money because if you sell, you go to 2 gold, and then you have to roll that 2 gold down, and the 2 gold isn't very valuable to roll with.
Right.
So you're kind of wasting that money. So the reason he did this is to only have to waste 1 gold on rolling.
Hmm. That
So
makes
this just makes
sense.
sense. You got to become comfortable losing the round and going full scaling. Yeah, for sure. And there's also odds that he just wins because he's big enough, like
Yeah,
what he's gonna do now.
I think he's totally fine.
Sometimes scaling will just, yeah, like whether scaling is big enough to or is fast enough to get there or not in a lot of
Hmm.
scenarios is isn't, it's not set in stone when you stabilize when you're going
Right.
a build like this.
And so he's trying to
Plus, I
even
think
out
Vanil's there,
the.
which makes sense. Yeah.
Also, he's just trying to even out the
He's trying
stats.
to even out the stats.
Yeah,
Hmm.
because that means
He
that
would
with the
love.
penguin scaling, he's much less susceptible to getting skunked.
Yes, and he would actually probably prefer the cricket to get skunked in the first place, because
Hmm.
he has this melon on it to make up for the HP he would lose. But
Right.
yeah, this is a fantastic board. He's definitely gonna be happy with this, and this is again, it's what he needs.
Yeah, this is sick. Switch over. I kind of like keeping
Yeah,
snail over cricket.
I
I
mean,
don't think the
Kai
snail's
has
worth it
two
there.
triples. Kai could just rip turkeys. Like there's definitely not this game isn't set in stone or anything,
No.
but it's definitely looking
If
more.
he does get turkeys, then that's a very smooth pivot out, and the dog will keep him
Does he
stable.
tangle?
But we'll see.
Probably. I feel like if Kai has like two turkeys, he would win these fights, but I might be wrong
Hmm.
because he's also gonna like, especially if he has level 2 dog as well.
Oh,
If he has level
100%.
2 dog and he like cycles in all his stuff, I think he would still be winning the fights.
Yeah, and he's got two level
Yeah.
ups incoming too. So the question of what he actually pulls.
Mhm.
Watching these two
Might
duke
be a
it out
bunch
reminds
of
me of how
roll.
much I low rolled in bracket.
That's tough. Hmm.
Oh
I think
my
honestly, both these players definitely
god.
have good rolls.
That was
Oh,
a
double monkey,
disgusting break point.
and it
He
gets
was
there through the. Wait, what?
he was one off of killing the scorpion with the cricket summon because it has
Oh, of
3
course, because
health.
it one shot it. Yeah, and then it killed the. Wow.
Yeah, that was
What a
disgusting.
set of triples for Kai. That's a reality check. Oh my god.
Snail
Because he has
so
so
good,
much
snail
to go.
clutch.
God, we stand still.
Oh
Yeah,
my
it did.
god. That's it. Bring the whale in. Bring in the
Yeah,
big
I mean,
guns.
the thing is,
It's actually good with the turtle
their
here, right?
scaling is their scaling is
Uh,
even
actually,
in
yeah.
theory.
No, you're
But
right.
the thing is, and the other thing is, Kai's gonna have much less on his dog now. He's gonna have at the very least, like, let me do the math, like 12/6 less
Hmm.
stats on his dog because a lot of them were caused because of
The massive sub out
uh
with
yeah, the stuff he
just
stepped in.
getting the triples in, getting the money back from the triples, pulling in the new units.
Exactly.
Yeah, he's got
So
lucky
the
stats,
question
but
is,
the penguins are scaling. Uh,
mm,
yeah, the
the
penguins
good
are
news for
scaling the same amount.
Markoto, yeah, they are. The good news for Markoto at this point is that he can't really like he can't he's kind of forced Kai to never scale his Scorp because there's a melon on his board. and his units are big enough that they can always trade.
Hmm.
The bad news is that, yeah, there's
just
double
get
monkey, I guess.
just get a couple of
But
extra
his
stats
positioning
on
is good.
that
His
Kanga.
positioning is super sound. Yeah.
Oh, is it
He's
ever?
he's coming up with good ideas to cover stuff. He should buy this chili, I
Mhm.
think.
I
On
was,
the I like buying chili on Penguin,
yeah,
actually.
because then there's a chance of it just smacking through and killing one of the scorpions if he
The
doesn't get through
Scorpion
the dog.
ideally
I
skips it.
I
Blech.
do
I would have bought it. It's reasonable to skip it though, to be fair.
I do like honestly just ripping the cans too at this point. There's so many cans that he could have pulled, and he's.
Maybe, but 3 of your slots are already taken up by units, so it's like you would only be getting 2 per can.
Mhm. I mean, I could see him potentially just selling out of the penguins for a better or wide scaler at that point because he's already got two sort of tall
Maybe.
units. So it could be reasonable. And like, there's not a lot to necessarily look for on this turn other than another penguin.
Yeah. The thing about that I think is just the Penguin is like broken.
Yeah,
It's a weird thing
penguin.
to point out, but like, yeah, it's just such a strong unit that
Hmm.
you're is one of the best things you could have at the moment in terms of your scaling options.
Right.
Obviously, like you could have like a harder commit like a dog or something, but
Hmm.
this is very consistent. It doesn't cost you any extra gold buying. You can just do other stuff
Hmm.
like cycling cows, like buying tech units, like buying levels.
Right. And that's like
And like buying foods.
that's
And
specifically
yeah.
why I would be interested in going for the cans at this point. Because ooh, okay, never
Oh
mind. He
my
hits
god,
it.
he
He almost
almost ended
timed
turn on
out.
1 gold and timed out and clutched up getting to also insane positioning by the way, just
Yeah,
really nicely done. He's pulling out like his positioning is absolutely like
flawless.
incredible right now. He's doing everything right, hitting every read, etc., etc. Fly is amazing. There's a
Yeah.
rhino, but fly's still really
Uh,
good because the rhino's still base stats.
yeah. The rhino's still small, and he's still killing it with just the cricket. Honestly,
Yeah, extra kangaroo triggers and then also potential scorp scamming, like or scamming out the scorp because they can trade it.
is it ever sell the cow, move the kanga forward, and front a turtle there?
Interest. I could see that being good actually, like even just going turtle in general.
Yeah,
There. I could definitely see that being better than cow. Um
because it should still
I can
trade
also
with
see skipping it to
the
be fair.
monkey.
It's close. It's very close, whether that's good or not.
Hmm.
There's also a little problem with going turtle in the if rhino is front, then your turtle will just get the melon will just get broken
Hmm.
and stuff like that. It can happen a lot.
Right.
Oh, turkey. He might be considering going for the tempo turn here with turkey plus fly.
Oh
It would
yeah,
be
yeah.
a good way of covering
Oh,
the
and it
rhino
gives him
because
a
if it gets some stats from monkey, that'd be
and
pretty
it
scary.
and it gives him a better chance of actually smashing the melon too. I like that a lot.
He does go for this. Very reasonable.
Hmm.
I would be so scared of rhino front, but I think this probably does fine into rhino front.
Philly's
Oh,
about as
this is
bad.
just as bad. Yeah. Do you get there? Do you get there? Do you get there? No, you
Oh
don't
my
get there.
god,
There's
he's
no more
so
triggers.
close.
He lost. That's really bad. Losing the fight as Markoto, or sorry, as Kai gets level 2 monkey and
Yeah.
dragon is horrible. Now you're gonna have to struggle. Yeah, I mean, it was just a slight misread in positioning. He just got it wrong
Hmm.
and lost his melon and a lot of value for it.
100%.
Let's see.
There's the chocolate go
Dude,
too, because that
chocolate.
chocolate is quite nice.
Ugh. Yeah, he might need
Yeah.
to freeze Scorpion or something. Oh, finds level 2 charge.
Ooh. Do you
Flies
pull
right
that
immediately.
or do you pull the melon though? I think the melon's probably better
Good
here.
question. It's plus a lot of stats in
No,
terms of
you're
like the
right. You're
fly.
right. The raw stats of it is plus 4 on
Um,
every single,
yeah.
so it's functionally plus 12 across the board.
And then also plus 13, 13 from the apple. But he decides to do a
Goodbye,
different line where
turkey.
he doubles the fly. He takes both, kind of.
Ooh.
Yeah, this is the main thing that he needs to cover here, which he is doing very nicely, is covering the chili
Mm-hmm.
because the main problem with this line would be getting completely
Bodied by the chili and losing both of them
chunked.
for 5 to block just 5 damage.
I think what Markoto did was reasonable here.
I don't think you saw the
I don't
penguin
know about
yet.
Tiger Freeze.
The penguin.
So he's going to try and play super hard into Snake, and there's a big problem with that in the Snake is gonna be an 8-3,
Mhm.
and it's gonna die to Chili,
Right.
pretty easily. Oh, Melon Break immediately. It wasn't relevant at all, but do you get there?
I think
Oh,
he might be
exactly get
fine.
there.
Yeah,
That's
he's good.
huge. That was amazing by Koto, living
Oof.
exactly. And now you get to stake for his draws, which is nice.
Oh, does he ever front
He
penguin
has
with chili? Just to break
ooh,
the, just to try and
good
break a
idea.
melon. Because
I like it.
if the penguin doesn't trade in the first slot, I don't think that's the worst. But you do need something to fill in the mid slot there,
Yeah.
and I don't think like Tiger only fits if he can actually find the snake here. It might be
If
worth
you
just.
can chili something front and then stake something second that has enough health to live a chili, I think that would be your best case scenario.
Mhm,
So there's maybe an argument that you buy seal and chili seal, but that's probably really bad.
mhm.
It's just an interesting just a
Yeah.
thought in my head. As yeah, Kai is buffing a leopard. He's gonna sell out of dragon this turn and buy another tempo unit. This is a very hard fight to win, but it's
Ooh.
one that you need to win. And okay, he takes Tiger Fly. This is fair. And he takes stake on the fly. This is a far back stake. I don't know how this is gonna work. He might sell the. Oh no, he doesn't. Okay,
Yeah.
he rolls first. That's fair. You could also, yeah. It's just tough because if you're so reliant on not getting sniped by the leopard. The reason that Kai went so all in on this leopard was because of that fact.
Mhm.
Oh,
But he's still
huge melon break.
fine. He's still so good.
He's still fine. Huge. What a
That's all
win.
he
That was
needed.
really well played, I think. There was like a lot of stuff that could have gone wrong there, but he made use of his life advantage and he played into the correct units and correct game plans and positioned really well
Yeah.
to get there.
Yeah.
That was super well played. And now he is at 5-4. He's coming back. I mean, like Kai won 4 games in a row. No, not 4 games in a row. Sorry, Kai won 3 games in a row, and Markoto's now won 2.
Mhm.
If we can get 2 more,
Smash it in wild.
I mean, it would be crazy. It would be absolutely crazy.
I love looking over a chat, seeing all of this like fun, cool chat, and then just who's hard as a rock. Classic chat.
Shut up, Roman.
uh,
God, game 10. We're
these
almost
games,
3 hours in.
yeah, dude, I didn't even realize
These
how
ones,
far in we were. I just looked at the time. I was like, wow.
it's been flying by, honestly.
Yeah, these games have been really interesting.
Mhm. Nice draw.
There's
Front pick was a good, not even read. It was just a
mhm,
kind of
positioning wise.
lucky option, I guess.
Yeah.
Is he gonna honey pig? He's
I feel like honey
he
pig's
keeps running
bad
in
because
contact cards.
you want to sell pig relatively quickly, right? And you're never gonna
The
pill it.
idea behind it is that you want to hold on to pig for a long time. So if you have a honey on it, it's more valuable for a long time.
Oh,
That's
okay.
the idea.
Okay.
And
No,
it's
I do
something
like
that
that
I know
actually.
Markoto has been like, he's definitely tried to and been a fan of before. And
Hmm.
other people have been like, other people have definitely tried to like be like, yeah, you should do this, you should do this.
Hmm.
And yeah, Markoto's always down to try out ideas given to him. Like he's always streaming, and
Hmm.
so he'll always get a lot of like different weird backseeing ideas by chat.
Right.
So yeah,
Also, have any of
a lot of
these,
obstacles.
sorry, tangential, but have any of these games been like just very one-sided? I'm trying to think back, and I feel like all the
The
high rolls have
only
been.
one,
Hmm.
the only one I can think of that was that one Kai game where he just kind of stumped. It was like I don't remember what. I think he went for. I think it was the one that he went like it was just like his fourth
It was the
win.
fourth game, I think, right? Somewhere around there.
Yeah, like he tempoed Markoto down to 3 lives on turn 5, and then eventually just killed him
Yeah.
fairly early. I think that was probably the most one-sided game, and there was maybe
Hmm.
like one after that that was also pretty one-sided. But yeah, most of these games have been going a very long time.
Yeah. I feel like most of them, if one of them's high rolling, the other has been also high rolling in a separate line,
Yes.
which has been quite
Mhm.
interesting to watch it go down. Because there are several times where you're
Yeah, I
watching a
love.
perspective and we are just like, dude, game's over, GG's. And then the
And then it
matchup just swaps anyways.
like last game even we were like thinking, oh, Markota's great, doing great, and then
Yeah.
double monkey came out, and I was kind of thinking he is dead, and then he still won.
Yeah. It was looking very
It's
spotty.
yeah, attacking
Positioning's been
is
huge on a
insane.
lot of these.
It has, it really has. Oh,
Oh.
oh my God, giraffe, peacock. This is
Oh,
very
giraffe.
scary early game for Markoto to deal with, but he has a very like throw board. Like he's doesn't care too much about losing these fights.
Hmm.
Even the snail potentially that he'll take. He might skip this though. Like it's actually not that good. It's only buffing like one or two things, but
Yeah.
it's probably still good enough. As he
Is it ever Honey
can.
the Worm here or Honey the Pig? Probably Honey the Pig would have been the move if he was gonna
I
honey
think
anything.
it's.
But he's
I
just
think that's
going
fine to
now.
do neither.
Yeah.
Yeah, now he's just going for this anyway. He finds his triple, and now it's like you've thrown very well. You have very
Yeah.
good long term.
Yeah. You
And
got a lot of value for this life.
never abandon fish one day. Tango's so right. Judged by the fish that showed up immediately
Uh,
after he said that.
you lose 100% of the fish that you don't catch.
Yeah, that's true.
Uh,
Now, let's see.
does he combine the snails
Two
here?
fish level up hit.
Oh,
I would say punished, but it was probably still
yeah.
correct to do this. There's this. Okay, this is a snail. This is a good snail. Not snail. I'm stupid.
Squirrel?
Squirrel. This is a good squirrel
Yeah.
because you have worm
But he needs to buff
and
the
you can
worm at this
start.
point. So he needs to get.
Oh yeah, the worm needs to get to 3. Yeah.
Does he just rip both of these apples
Uh,
onto the worm? I think that's.
it might still not be worth buffing.
He could also half combine the snails here, rip the pigeon for a cheap apple, and still get something in that slot, I think.
Ooh, garlic. God, this is tough. This board kind of blows.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, he's not in a good spot. This is not what you want to be on lethal on the best of 11.
yeah. And Kaya's just kind of
Yes.
still going and going and going. He might hit tier 4. He might keep his tempo up.
Yeah.
If you're not careful, you're gonna have all your life sucked out from under you, and your actual compensation isn't good enough.
Yeah.
It's gonna be tough to come back from this point.
Kind of
Uh,
like Badger too.
Badger, interesting.
Mm,
I did not see the Badger, but
yeah,
I
I
could
didn't see it either,
see it being
but
correct. Like, basically, you need a buff target, and
yeah, there's
you
no
need
buff
something with
target
high
right
attack
now.
to not get completely swept to the ground by this.
And Peacock's already got garlic on
Peacock.
it, so that is going to be hard
Oh,
to actually handle.
another Badger showed up.
Ooh. Why, hello there.
It might be right to take this one, I guess. You would probably Cellworm combine Snail, buy Rabbit, buy Badger, buy all the stuff on Badger, and then that can win the
Yeah.
fight. That can definitely win the fight.
Yeah. I think it is correct to get out of this worm at this point, because unless he found levels earlier, but he just didn't find anything.
This is tough. And it's just like when you're playing against someone as good as Kai, it's like, do you actually are they really gonna ever
Is this Dodo?
mess up a lead like this? No, it's too late, I think.
Yeah,
The
but
difference
he.
with Badger is that its base stats are so much bigger that it isn't too late,
Hmm.
basically.
Right.
Okay, there's 2 triples. This is not over. This is not over at all, but
Yeah.
it's gonna depend on these triples,
But
and
he
it's
needs to
gonna
pull
depend on.
well.
Yeah, he does. He's never winning this fight. This fight's physically impossible to win, but,
Yeah.
you know.
Unless he just sold his Peacock for no reason.
I think there's Nelson, I think there's, like, no game you have 2 triples going into 7 that's not, like, well, unless you're dying that turn.
Hmm. He still got a little
Like,
bit to
life
him.
deficit is only a thing, but I don't know. You have rabbit triple and snail triple.
Yeah.
But I guess you do have
And
to
he's
buy one of them, which is tough.
and he's got some
But I
cheap
think what
food
he
in the
does.
shop to immediately get
Yeah,
some
like,
value
if he
from.
hits something fast, like this shark is weird.
Shark is less weird
Yeah,
with a rooster, but it's still not ideal.
the problem with it is the existence of that peacock.
Mm,
It's gonna make it more difficult to do anything, really.
yeah. It's
I
probably
think you need to meet on this turn on
on
something further
squirrel,
forward,
probably.
basically. He
But
doesn't go for it.
no.
I think I would have
I think I think he's just trying to pound as many
on
stats onto the rooster
Rooster.
as he can.
You might think this wins. That's not unreasonable either.
Can
Like you might think this
this?
wins the fight. I don't
Can
know, this isn't over. And we're hating too hard. It does depend on Kai's
Yeah.
triple though.
No, I'm just concerned about
If
like
Kai whiffs,
I'm concerned about just the peacock because the attack is still relatively
yeah,
low across the board and it has garlic. That's why
for sure.
I'm personally concerned about it. But I can see why he would go for just stats onto the rooster. Just try and get the
If
chick
it's
and the rooster big enough.
if it's fronted here and didn't get to 10 attack, which is I wouldn't say a big ask, but like definitely like it's not the most likely thing or the
Hmm.
most unlikely thing that it would get to 10 attack or 12 attack actually. Never mind. Okay, it's super unlikely then.
Hmm.
Do you get there? No.
It's
Oh,
it
there's a
is
turkey.
it is close though.
Yeah,
I think just
it
meatbone
is still
squirrel move it
close.
forward and then just
It is, yeah.
yeah. Unless he's thinking of
Oh,
selling out of the squirrel at this point, but I don't know. It's got so much
now the
HP on it.
squirrel's the target of your. Now the squirrel's the target of the meatbone.
Hmm.
Now it's not even your choice anymore. You hit the salad and see what it hits.
Yeah.
And now the rooster's the target. This is so weird.
Oh, and he doesn't have any
Well,
good
the
food to
rooster's the
save as
first
well.
target. And then, yeah. Yeah. Oh my goodness. I think he wins this fight. I think he wins this fight.
Yeah,
But
I think so as
yeah,
well.
the
But
game
this
is looking
is,
very, very difficult.
but very much heart of the cards on food shop being nice to him and him finding something playable because he doesn't have any triples.
Hmm. Let's see. He needs this fight. He
Yeah.
needs to not be. The thing is, there's a lot Kai can do to like sweep this fight out from under the rug. He can just buy like a summon or something. He definitely
Yeah.
needs to go front rabbit here because if there's deer front, you need 7 attack to make
Hmm.
sure that you kill one shot those deers with a buff
Right.
from the turkey, which this does.
This is peak high theory. He's not gonna lose. Yeah. He has
1
six.
HP live,
He has 6 lives. He can set up
suffering
whatever board he
twice.
wants. That being said, he's still giving him room to
Can
breathe.
indeed, but yeah, it's not over.
Yeah.
He's still alive.
Yeah.
And yeah, I know it's obviously getting harder and harder by the second, but
I think at this point you probably sell out of
check how
the
much.
snail for either the Scorp or the monkey, though I don't see Scorp being worth
Scorp
it
is
when you have to
pretty
scam
good
that many
actually.
times, right?
Well, so usually it's a weird thing to do, like, yeah, taking Scorp, like, when you're so far away from the win.
Hmm.
Rabbit does kind of make it different because you can often actually just stat it, like, give it some scaling,
Right.
and it can do a oh, huge,
Ooh.
huge, 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 and it's never gonna
Oh,
be the
and
target
that
of
boar looks good.
that board is very good, you're right. And now the salad spam is gonna go pretty hard, and Kai's
Yeah.
not, like I know he has a turkey, but he's not exactly the safest, I guess.
Hmm.
He has how many cans does he have? He has 2 cans. He bought a turtle to 7-9, which
Gotcha.
means he has 2 cans. So he is yeah, that's a lot, to be fair. He's gonna sell out of Badger, he's gonna buy some new stuff. The question really is, can he kill this turn?
Hmm.
Does he have more turkeys? Does he have a tier 6? Does he have
Right.
something that can, like, get there? Does he have even, like, double crocodile?
Or does he,
Actually,
or
there's, like,
does,
not it's
or
not that outlandish to buy double croc.
or does he set up for a long-term kill?
He's setting up for a long-term kill,
Yeah.
you're right. With this double turkey wait, is oh no, oh no, oh no. Oh no, good
And that's the game.
positioning, he got there.
Dang.
Yeah. The chili actually, I think, lost. I'm not sure though. I say maybe I missed
I
something.
think I think that Chile
Let me
was
check here.
correct there. It just wasn't punching through both of the turkeys fast enough.
Let me just check if I'm being dumb or not. Oh no, never mind. Yeah, no, never mind. Uh,
Yeah, Peacock was
it
really
wouldn't have
strong
got
there.
there to have the meat bone. If he had the meat bone, he would have lived. The peacock would have lived on 1 HP.
Oh,
Uh,
yeah.
because yeah, the meat bone's extra damage got lost. Was that 12 ton turkey? Yeah.
Mhm.
Wow.
That
What
was
a
nutty.
set though. Both players played really well. I think that
Yeah,
was just another case of like impressive set after impressive set.
100%. Those games were
Good
nutty.
bracket.